Kesha Cakes. It seems you're asking about the origin of the devil gene in the Mishima bloodline, which is a part of the storyline of a popular video game series called Tekken.
Boom, boom. Okay. Ah! What? Oh, yeah, you're asking for it now, Frieza. Oh, never mind. I'm asking for it, apparently. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yes. What's that? Ah!
Unborn children
no,
in a guy's skull.
Oh, my God.
Alright, I totally missed that.
Here's Connor's
Oh
worst
my
nightmare.
God. Let's go!
Oh, hey there, bro.
You scared the shit out of me.
Oh, man. You having a workout? Hey, can I cut in?
Holy, I was taking a sip of water and I almost spat it out everywhere.
Hello, adventurers. What can I do?
I don't like him. He's an elf, I don't like him.
Goodbye.
Your beer tastes better.
Yeah.
Your fear is terrible, and that's being polite about it.
What? I've never had any complaints about the beer before. Maybe your palate is not refined.
Well, I do live in the woods.
Your fear is terrible, and that's
Yeah.
being polite about it.
What?
Oh no.
I've never had any complaints about
Why
the
is
beer
this
before.
an option?
Your fear
God.
is terrible, and that's being polite about it.
What? What?
Hey everyone, happy Thursday. I'm back, joined once again by my lovely friend Connor here, and we're going to be playing some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Last time Connor helped me get through all those jump-in matches. It was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot about just general ideas on how I should be playing some stuff. Definitely, I feel like I've improved a bit, and I've learned so much. I'm genuinely shocked, Connor, at how good you are at Magic. It still blows me away. You are fucking cracked, my dude. And how about I get muted while you're talking? Hello, Connor. Thank you for joining me.
Hello. Why were you complimenting me when I wasn't on the call? I deserve to hear all that, which I did, so I guess you were correct.
Yeah, I knew you were listening. I'm so shocked. I was like, damn, you are so good at Magic, dude.
I've just played more of it than one person should. But yeah, so are we doing regular draft? Are we doing
So I have
quick
I
bot
have
draft?
This. I have quick draft. So yeah, so is that against bots?
No, the games are still against people. It's what we did for
It's when we
Bloomburrow.
draft. It's against bots. Though,
Yeah,
but-
so you have
okay.
unlimited time. That was originally the only draft functionality on the program.
Yes. So I've got a token to do some of this, and I thought
I don't
yeah.
think. Oh, you do have a. Okay, I didn't know it was a quick
Yeah,
draft.
they gave
token.
me one quick draft token.
Perfect. That makes this a very easy choice.
Yeah. Because I was like, well, I cannot afford to do draft. My God.
Yeah, I mean, you're not so far. You're like halfway there with the coins. Like, if you finished these quests plus, like, later in the week did 3 more, I think you'd get there. But what do you have, by the way? Red and
Ideally, we go
black,
for, I
white,
guess, a
brown.
black-blue deck would be ideal, or white-red, or white-black. You know,
You
any
have
combination of these.
4 different colors represented. That means no matter what we do, we're fine.
Yeah, true. As long as we don't go mono-green, we're good.
Even then, like, if we have reason to go mono green, we should probably just stick with it because that'll result in a better,
yeah, true.
better result overall.
Oh, yeah. I mean, true, yeah.
But yeah, so that's great. That means we have all the time in the world to make these picks, and it doesn't wait. There's no queue, which I always forget.
Yes, this is so much better for
Ooh,
learning.
Rainbow Guardians, cool. So, have you done any drafts of this set or played with these cards at all? Like,
No, I've not played with these cards. Are all new to me, so this is also something I've been interested. That's why I was like, oh, this.
cool.
I'm gonna need some help with this.
So I will say, I don't know, Quick Draft sometimes has its own meta, but from my experience, green is by far the best color in this draft environment, and white is definitely the worst, and the other 3
Really?
are like more in the middle, which I think blue-green has been the thing I like the most. but I
Green
think other
does
people have said
definitely seems like a safe pick because it's just like, even if you don't have a lot of synergy, you're gonna have some strong creatures or something to do something with.
yeah, and I don't know if you remember last week I was saying that this set was like surprisingly slow and grindy.
Yeah, that gives
that
Green
kind
a lot
of-
of time to build up.
Yeah, exactly. So like white is really aggressively focused, but it just kind of gets outclassed really fast. So even you have these good aggressive creatures, they just run into a wall too early. Versus green is like that guy is really good, I think. That ability,
Yeah, just wow, trample. You don't have to tap him.
yeah, and
That
it can
seems
do
pretty
it
decent.
to anybody, which I have played that guy to great effect. But also just a lot of the exhaust mechanic is in green. It might be in every color, but it's mostly in green and I guess blue and red. And I think exhaust is like very strong because it just
It's something
gives
you
you
can
a
only
place
do
to
once.
yeah, but
So
it gives
they
you a
make
place
it
to just
very
like
strong.
dump extra mana later in the game. And since the games go late, that becomes a real advantage. Yeah, it's basically kicker that you pay later on.
Okay.
But yeah, Greenbelt Guardian I think is absolutely the best card here. Full
Full
Throttle's
Throttle's
funny
good,
though.
but it's very expensive.
It's this kind of card is like really hard to take advantage of.
Yeah.
And, like you have to have a lot of things set up the right way, and sometimes it's just fantastic.
Yeah, I have a commander deck that was based around using a lot of cards like this one, and
Yeah.
it is so hard to get them going.
It's really tough. It's like similar to, do you know the card Overrun? It's
Yes.
like one of the cliche cards. It's like very much an overrun card where like it's very good, it will win games, but you have to have 5 guys out first or whatever. It's
Yeah.
very much the same with Full Throttle.
So you
I
think
think-
Green Belt Guardian's the
I think
the
that
pick here?
guy's he's fantastic on 2 because 2 mana 2/2 if you just need to like block or whatever. And then
This
later
one
on
doesn't
if you
seem
draw
bad.
I think that guy's fine. I
The
like
Green Belt
Memory
Guardian's
Guardian,
just
the blue artifact. Because you
3/4
can
with affinity for artifacts, yeah. Although I see, yeah, like we can't guarantee we're gonna be getting enough artifacts to make this good.
there are a lot of artifacts in this set, and I think if you start out early, you can definitely get there. But and I think this is one of the good, like, not bomb payoffs, but like mid-range payoffs for that strategy. But I think Green Belt Guardian is just absolutely nuts, and the nice thing about green is you can also splash like any color, usually easier. So
All right, I'm with you. I think your reasoning makes a lot of sense.
and I don't know what the other things in this pack. There's some good blue cards, I guess, but I don't know what these robots are gonna do. So God knows. That's a cool one, but it's very bad in draft.
Yeah, you kind of need a deck constructed with this in mind.
Yeah, that thing, I like the card a lot, but it's not going to be easy to play. That one I think is pretty good, but it's
Oh,
hard
that's
to get.
pretty cool. So wait, if you bring back a vehicle, it just always counts as being mounted up if you do this?
I think it's permanent,
That's pretty sick.
which is great, but the real issue with that card is getting stuff in the yard first, and that's the tricky part. That card I really like. This guy's great.
If you activate an exhaust ability, draw a card. This becomes an artifact creature for +1/+1 counter. Oh.
It also becomes permanently a guy, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of exhaust abilities in this set.
it's only 2.
I've been maybe biased, but like I keep going to exhaust when I try to draft this set. It just feels really strong. That card I haven't played, but it seems like it's pretty good from what I've seen.
Surveil at the beginning of each round. Sacrifice this artifact. Return target creature or vehicle card. Graveyard to the battlefield. That does seem pretty solid.
Yeah, like letting you filter your draws, and like if you hit like, I don't know, a 7-drop, and you're like, oh well, it's turn 3, I'm definitely not gonna draw this
Right.
now, but in a turn or 2 I'll just put it on the field anyway. That's like the ideal scenario, right? So I think that's
Yeah.
a strong contender. And the
I do
other
like
thing,
green black. That's a favorite combo of mine.
I think that the one mark against that card is we do not have a great thing to get back yet. Which, like, I don't. Maybe you're supposed to take this before you take the big things, but like, I'm not exactly sure what we would even hope to
It's a gamble
find.
take. You say it's
Yeah.
a gamble taking this. Like this could help us, but if we don't get that big thing, it's not doing anything for us really.
It's just much worse, or at least much less exciting. And like, it's not like there's a bunch of common, 8 mana, 9/9 guys or something like that. Like, I don't know what the best case scenario would be if you don't have some kind of crazy bomb that you're getting. It's just like, pretty good, which is nice, but we're early enough we can try to be a little more exciting than that.
So what you're saying is we should add this forest.
That would be insane. I think the biggest candidates here are that bike. There's also the whale shark guy in the bottom left. Surprisingly good.
Really? Oh, let's see this guy. 4/5 with reach. Discard a card, draw a card, activate only as a sorcery, and only once each turn. Okay.
First off, his art is incredible. I love it.
His art is good.
I can't get over it. Secondly, there's a lot of cards in this set that are like anytime you discard a card, do X. And this card just enables all of those like crazy. And 4/5 is especially with reach is a really good blocker. It's not easy to get past this guy in general. So like maybe you're getting beat up the first few turns of the game, and you play that, and it's very likely to stabilize, or at least go a long way to stabilizing. I think so. That card, the bike, and then spin out, which is just straight up a murder, is great.
Oh yes, I do like removal. It's pretty nice to have some removal.
I do think, like, in most draft formats, I would slam spin out. I feel like, weirdly, in this set, I don't want to say removal is bad, but, like, the way that, it's almost unprecedented, the way that the games have been playing out for me is, like, they'll have a diversity of, like, pretty good to threats. There's never, it's unusual for there to be, like, one thing that's a complete bomb and unbeatable or whatever. It's usually, like, playing a bunch of, 7 to 8s out of 10. And in that situation, killing just one of them it's always good, but is not as backbreaking as it can be in other sets versus like Ranger Refueler, the blue card up there. That thing drawing, letting you, spend your mana to make things bigger, and then also drawing cards from it is kind of nuts. And that lets you get more of your 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 cards out, and that's really the way you're going to win. At least in my experience. I do not know if that's the real thing.
I think the Refueler is the one I'm leaning towards the most.
Especially since you have an exhaust card already, but like
I already have an exhaust card. Also, it's also another it's more low cost cards. I think it's good to aim for low cost cards.
Yeah,
and
low
crew
cost
2 and the one creature we already have has 2 powers, so you can crew it.
Yeah, low cost vehicles are like a little bit different just because, you play this on 2, you don't actually get to do anything, so you do something else, right? But I do think this card is really, really good. And in this, I don't know what the robots are taking, but you could also wheel that bicycle, the green card down at the bottom, or the Hull Drifter are both pretty good cards to get on back. So, both of those would be good.
Exhaust does keep throwing me because me and Ray have been playing a bunch of a card game off stream, and it refers to tapping as exhausting. So I keep thinking it's just like, oh yeah, you just tap them.
You actually, I don't think there's any exhaust abilities you tap the guy for, so that's kind of funny.
It doesn't seem like it.
There's one green, I can't remember if it's uncommon or common though, that lets you activate exhaust abilities as many times as you want, but only once on your turn if the thing has been exhausted before. I think that thing is busted.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be crazy good.
I have taken that over rares, even though like content writer, people writing articles online have said they don't think it was so good. I just think like I've had it and this bike before, and it was nuts.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the bike.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly defensible. We can still pivot out of either of these colors, but
True. Oh, they've already taken the rare from this pack. We're screwed.
So the nice thing about, picks 3 and onward, starting around pick 3 to 5, is like now you know what colors you are. You don't have to read every card in a pack necessarily. That card, I feel like I haven't actually played with it, but it seems like
it doesn't seem bad.
It seems like it's better. It plays better than I was expecting it to. And it's much better if you have something that's like milling you, so it's like much a better black-green card than blue-green, for instance. But you're still gonna we're still gonna have guys. There's a good chance. There's a common green card that mills you for 3.
I love the art on this card so much.
That card's really good too, I think. That one's a really defensive one, which is good, but it's much better if you are building up to something, which in blue-green is likely, but we don't necessarily have a thing yet. But I would think between those 2 vehicles and then that Lagak green card, the one next to this guy, are my the things that stand out to me the most. I also think that green card next to this is okay, but like not as high priority. This guy is just generally very useful.
We could have this dude then mount the bike.
Exactly.
We could have this dude riding a lizard, riding a bike. It'll be great.
Well, I think this is the lizard. The person on there is just the store model demonstration. Somebody, we have to find the guy to jump on him.
You're so right. You're so right.
But I found Death Touch in this set is pretty good because, like I said, all the 7 to 10, 8 out of 10 cards, like if they just swing with a 5/5, like you don't want to take that, but it's not really worth killing. putting a Death Touch guy in front of it is kind of a perfect middle ground.
Yeah, Death Touch is always nice.
So I think I'd be more interested in that Earth Rumbler just because I haven't
This
played with
also
it yet.
doesn't
I'm
seem
curious.
bad.
I actually haven't had the chance to play with this one yet. I
Flying
do think that one's
Vigilance
pretty good.
2-1, and being able to sacrifice to destroy another artifact, which seems to be a lot of creatures in this set.
It is, but it's only as a sorcery, so you basically never get any vehicles, which is tough. And also, 3 mana for only a 2/1 is like...
Why wouldn't you be able to get any vehicles?
Well, if you can only activate it as a sorcery, how often are they going to have their... Oh wait, I'm sorry. This doesn't have to kill a creature. This only kills...
No, yeah, it
That's
targets
right.
artifacts.
That's right. I'm mixing it up. So that is good. But the fact that it's a 2/1 on 3 is kind of the like tough part, because if you ever need to play it, if you're like a little bit behind and need to catch up, it is not playing defense. Like, not in any realistically helpful way. But yeah, I think I'd be tempted for either Lagak or Earth Rumbler. I'm inclined towards Earth Rumbler because I haven't had the chance yet, and I think if we take it early, we can prioritize cards that mill a little bit more, self-mill, and make it a little bit better. But
Plus,
I
we
think
don't really
Lagak
have any
is also-
powerhouses yet. So.
Yeah, I think Lagak is generically very good. Like, we'll always play Lagak. We'll probably also always play Earth Rumbler, but like, you know, it's... Do we take like the reliably good card or the card that's got the higher ceiling, lower floor? And I say the latter, but it's up to you.
I'm gonna go with Earth Rumbler.
All right. There's a cycle of this land in every color that does this sacrifices for a pilot, and they're pretty decent, but I'm not
This
really
could
sold.
pilot our vehicles, and
It's a great card to play if you don't have a lot of like tapped lands already, but it's also not something we need to take now, you know. I think in this case that card is good, but
high
isn't
cost. Oh, it finishes
well,
artifacts,
not
though.
quite. That card is good, but is definitely a little bit tougher in green-blue than like blue-white, for instance.
And this guy's back.
But even if we get just like 2 artifacts out and cast that for 5, like a 5-mana 5/6 is very good. This guy is surprisingly good. I thought it was trash. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, this doesn't seem bad at all.
If you're going first, it is trash. If you're on the play and going second, you basically get a treasure token for free, which is kind of nuts because it means you can cast, you know, like it basically is a Land of War Elves in the sense of like it lets you ramp up 1 turn early.
Yeah.
Only once because it's treasure, but still. And it can trade for a bunch of guys because it's got 3 power.
It can also come in handy to say like you've just had bad luck drawing lands.
That is less. I find, in my experience, it's less likely for that to line up in a way that works for you because, like, if you're on the play, you basically have to miss 2 land drops because if they are hitting all of theirs, you don't really. If you know, because think about basically you play second land, you pass to them, they play a second land. They play second land. You don't play a 3rd land, you pass to them, they play a 3rd land. You get back to your turn, you play that guy a 2-drop, and say you have a land in hand. You get a treasure, you play your land, you're not going to use the treasure that turn, so you basically use turns 2, 3, and 4 on this guy instead of just turn 2. It's like a very different world.
This card seems really good.
That card is very good. I was going to say that is the thing, that or Gear Seeker Serpent are the ones that I think are most interesting here. I think since it's early, picking the white card is not crazy. That's definitely a card we could splash, or, you know, maybe there's a world where we're green-white splashing blue. I think the Gear Seeker Serpent is cool, but I feel less confident about it. Especially with double blue, it's like, eh.
I think I'm gonna go with this for now.
I think that's a fine choice. I've been really impressed with that one. I haven't actually got to play it yet, but it is pretty hard to fight against.
It seems a very good card. Alright, if we loops around at this point, I feel like...
So that one's fun. What's this next? I forget this one. Oh yeah, that guy's cool, but not anything what we're doing. That one's kind of whatever.
This seems alright.
It's okay. Max speed is not the easiest thing to get. Or at least if you do get it, you should have better payoffs than this, if that makes sense. Like, if you build your deck in such a way to...
Yeah, but it's a 1 cost lets us start our engines, so if we can start our engines on the first turn...
We can't because we have to enchant a guy. A guy has to
Oh,
go.
shit, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, we could enchant their guys, technically. That is a legal play.
Yeah.
They have another Gear Seeker, which is, like, kind of neat, but I really like this guy. I don't know if it's that good. but it's an exhaust ability, which I've already described that I like. It's also colorless, so you basically always get to play it. And if we find that guy that lets us exhaust a bunch, the fact that this ability makes a token is extremely strong with that kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see this being really good in certain decks, but I feel like this would be doing nothing with like.
It's
the
not
stuff we have.
exciting, but I think it is a very solid role player in the type of deck we're trying to build towards. So I think I would be inclined to take either this or maybe the Gear Seeker Serpent.
3 costs for a 1/1 though?
No, it's 3 costs for a 2/2. Oh, and then you can
the
3 for.
exhaust.
It gives him a counter, so technically it's 3 mana for 2 power distributed over guys. But like the utility of it making a second body it's like that is just a staple in draft of very useful effect.
Okay.
You can use it to chump block. They're 8/8 whatever. It's a flyer, so you can start shipping in. Like if you have this start your engines going and they don't have a flying defense, that guy's all you need to start getting it every turn. And it's an artifact, which like stuff like Gear Seeker Serpent, there's stuff that reduces based on artifacts. Crewing vehicles, this gives you, another guy that you can tap down.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like a very solid, unexciting, role player that I think, and the fact that it's colorless is really what puts it over. Like, there's no world where we can't fit this in,
So do you think we should take this?
I think that, or I think there's a world where Gear Seeker Serpent, or maybe even the Aether Jacket thing is like more valid. But I think that, I think someone who is very good at draft would probably be taking Gear Serpent and know exactly what the kinds of thing they want to take after this to enable that. I don't have the confidence we would be able to, certainly that I wouldn't be able to know what to be looking out for that kind of thing. Versus Camera Launcher is more generically good. Does that make sense?
No, I get that. Yeah. That
I
makes a lot
think,
of sense.
the type of person who knows exactly where they want to end could take Gear Seeker here. I don't feel like I'm that person.
All right, I'm gonna trust your decision.
Yeah.
Connor.
This also is good with your veteran Beast Rider. It makes 2 guys. If you pump your whole team, that's 2 pumps. That Stingray guy is very good.
I've never seen this guy. He's wild looking.
Yeah, he's great. He looks very unassuming with his fucking multiple utility belts, but
I want some stuff that draw a card.
we're definitely not in the deck that would make optimal use of him, but he's a 2-mana flying guy. Like, start your engines, anything else. If we get any cards that have cycling, which, this is an example of a card with cycling, is himself. It works with that. So also, if we draw him late in the game, when we're on 8 mana or whatever, we can just cycle him and throw him back for something new.
There we go. Start our engines on turn 1 with his lands.
I think the start your engine lands are going to be way better. They have not impressed me. There's a couple of them. There's one that's tap for a colorless or tap for 2 colorless.
This one doesn't
max
seem
speed.
bad.
I think that's the best one, but it's very hard to It's just not easy. If you are consistently getting max speed, you are probably already doing great.
True.
That's kind of what it comes down to. It's less about these payoffs and more about how are you getting there and stuff.
I imagine Red's got to be probably pretty good at building max speed. You got so many ways of just directly hitting someone.
It's better, but it's just not easy. There's just the blocking in this set is strong. You need you need a flyer, or there's a bunch of cards that when they enter, deal 1 to the opponent. Those are perfect. But
Or what
there's
about just something like a fireball or spark or something?
So with a fireball, you generally, if you're casting it at any point in time that's not killing them, you are probably in a bad.
Well, I'm talking about there's tons of low cost red cards that just deal 1 damage to opponent or something.
Yeah, well, most of the set cards, like Lightning Strike is in the set, you want to point that at a guy 99% of the time. If you're hitting your opponent, it's probably because they're at 3 life, and you can kill them. It's using one of those cards just to get 1 more speed is very rarely going to be helping you advance your position.
Okay.
If you have the right crazy max speed payoffs, it can certainly be right, but it's just, more often than not, you're going to be stuck at 2 or 3, and you're facing a bunch of guys who are good blockers, and you're not really sure how you're getting there. That's kind of my experience. I think Stingray is really good. It's also good at building speed if we get any of those cards, because it flies. I think that or the Mangler, but I think the Stingray is just very good. I also think Walking Sarcophagus is surprisingly good because it's 2 mana. It can start your engines on turn 2. That's not nothing. There's a lot of start your engine cards for turn 3, which is fine because if you play a 2-drop guy, start your engines on 3, you can attack with the 2-drop guy that turn and get up to speed 2. But
I think these guys are both good, but I think we should take him just because since
Oh, no,
we're up
definitely,
against bots,
so.
I feel like they are more likely just going to keep taking the rare and uncommon cards.
I do
so
think
these will likely come back to us.
I do think the bots are programmed to rare draft a little bit, so because they do not want the players to get too many rares off this mode. But yeah, all the
I noticed
bots,
like after the first pack, we haven't seen a single rare, so I was like, these bots are just taking whatever's rare.
it's pretty rare. I mean, you won't see a rare that often normally unless it's trash, but yeah, I think the bots all get randomly assigned a color to force at the beginning, more or less, maybe based on what they open, and then they just stick to that. So the fact that we got passing Skyray is a very good sign for blue. I've noticed we haven't seen a lot of green the last couple picks, which is a worse sign, but I think we'll be okay eventually.
Shit, yeah.
It could also just be totally random.
I'm not seeing any green.
I mean, there's multiple colorless cards, so like you're always going to see less of any given color, but that card's pretty decent.
Ooh, I do like me some Double Strike.
It's a vehicle or an equipment, which is fun. Like if we put that on Skyray, or just have it attack, or Skyray can enable it to attack. It's just the flexibility of it is neat. I think this guy is stronger than it looks.
Yeah, this actually seems really good for this set.
Because it taps 4 exhaust abilities. It doesn't explicitly say that, but that's within the rules, and I have used that to many times. I found that that's particularly good. Also, an artifact for stuff like Gear Seeker. This guy I haven't actually played. He seems fine. This is a good example of a card we discard, though, who would like improve.
Oh, yeah.
Make
that
Skyray go
cycling
up.
ability seems pretty solid.
I wish he had an ability normally, and he wasn't just a 4-mana 3/4. But he's basically like, if you're not cycling that guy, you're not really using him in a good way.
We could cycle him and then use the Earth Rumbler, ideally.
Yeah, actually, that's a great point. I do like that. I wouldn't take him here, but if we get them later, that's a great reason for him to make the cut. I forget what this one does. That also cycles, and it's a creature, which is real. I think this is just kind of a boring, like, this is fine, but you're not excited to play this.
Yeah, this...
There are a lot of cards. There's a lot of ways you can mess stuff up by exiling stuff from graveyards, like the one card right next to it, Gravestalker. Cheating Gravestalker.
Titan,
that's right. What am I thinking? But, like, that's a good reason to just generically, against any black deck, exile creatures from their yard, if there wasn't already enough incentive because they were playing swamps. But, so I do think the utility of the other guy is real, but not exciting versus... I think Rover Blades is fun. I think Optimizer is very good.
I'm leaning more towards.
Yeah, I think that or the Guidelight Optimizer. And you have a handful of 2-drops already, so I think that's, it's not like you're needing 2-drops right now either.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, we haven't seen any green in so long.
Yeah, but these are some good cards. I really like Haunted Hellride and Broadside Barrage are both good. And also Keen Buccaneer is good.
I feel like it's a bit late to go for adding another color in here, isn't it?
Well, so imagine we stick with green, which I think is still very likely. It's not that hard to... If we have a single card in our deck that needs 1 red mana, it's not that crazy to be able to run that pretty reliably. There's the dual lands in this set at common. Green has guys that like tap for any color mana. Same with the black card. I don't know if we'd necessarily take one of these. They're just both very good, and I like them. And
This actually does seem pretty solid.
yeah, the blue card to the right too, I think, is also very good. It's got an exhaust ability. 2 more cards to the right.
Oh, this one.
That's right, Keen Buccaneer.
Oh, and this would add... We do need more exhaust cards, ideally.
I mean, need is a strong word because exhaust is like the payoff, but
Yeah, yeah.
if we had the guy that lets us exhaust a bunch, I think this is an extremely good combo with it because you get to make your guys bigger and continuously draw discard. So if we had him already, I would say we should slam Buccaneer. As is, I think there's a world where it may be right to take Broadside Barrage and like... So basically, we would play this card in a world where we're not playing Veteran Beast Rider, which I think is very plausible. This is a solid removal spell, draws and discards, which is good. Like, this is going to be good at basically any stage of the game. You can cast it for that reason. It kills just about anything. The art is really fun. I haven't looked at this seriously before, but I love the Pirate Shark.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think like this is one of those worlds where Buccaneer's not so like. If we take Broadside Barrage here, imagine we open up like an insanely good red rare or get past something really good. We're gonna be so thankful we had Barrage. Versus Keen Buccaneer is like always fine at worst.
And there's
right?
a good chance he'll come back.
Well, no, because at this point there's only 7 cards left. We won't see anything back, but there's a good chance we can get another one. It's a common.
True.
I think that Broadside Barrage is like a higher upside, and in pack 1 there's still so much time left that it's like not it's not a bad idea to go for it, especially since like I feel like we've been seeing a lot of blue. We might just end up being main blue. Who knows? There's a world.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
There's a world where we don't play green. I don't want to live in that world, but like. And yeah, obviously camera launcher also here, but we're not going to take it because these are more exciting. And starting column is the type of card we would take to like let us play something like Broadside Barrage. So like later we might take a starting column.
Okay, See, I really appreciate this thought process for me because at this point, if I was playing by myself at this point, I'd be like, "Fuck, it's way too late to be pivoting to another color.
Yeah.
I gotta stick with blue."
No, I've pivoted in the middle of pack 2 before, like not.
Oh damn.
Not to tremendous success, but like to more success than I think I would have had if I hadn't pivoted. It's just like sometimes you open the most insane, monocolor rare, and you're like trying to force it, it's just not coming together at all, and you happen to find some good other color cards, and you just kind of see what's open there, and then you realize, oh, I have more playable cards in this color than the thing I started with. It's just time to abandon ship.
Yeah.
I've done that before, and then I've also jumped back. I've done it all. I'm not decisive. So here, I like that Alacrian Jaguar, and the fact that it's still here is a promising sign vis-a-vis the bots, but it's a 5-mana guy, and I don't want that right now. I think the Optimizer is, or maybe Bounce Off is much better.
I was gonna say Bounce Off's not bad.
I think Bounce Off is one of those things where some formats it's really good, in other formats it's like kind of middling. I think here, it's a little bit middling because of vehicles, where, imagine you bounce a guy, they play it again on their next turn, they can use it to crew vehicles. It's almost like it has half haste. It's a lot worse compared to like, imagine a set where you were trying to put a bunch of auras on a guy and Bounce Off would then remove all of them. Then it would be insane.
Actually, I have a question about vehicles when it comes to crewing. If someone crews a vehicle and then you bounce the person that's crewing the vehicle, does the vehicle still crewed?
It does. It's once that cost is paid, it's all set. It's not like the guy's tied to the vehicle. That would be funny, but no. Same with saddling. It's like once the thing is tapped, which is part of the cost, so it happens immediately, it is now enabled. There's no way to, I guess, technically there's cards out there, I don't think in the set, that let you like counter an activated ability. Like that would let you stop it being a creature, but that's basically it. I think Optimizer here is great. We have how many exhaust cards that would go towards? Like 4 or 5?
2.
It also works for cycling. And the Beast Rider's activate ability, even though it's blue, so that it doesn't help a lot. So it's like 1, 2, 3. I think literally, yeah, over half the cards we've taken so far would in some way benefit from Optimizer, which like normally, when a blue card says tap for blue, but only spend it on XYZ, it's usually pretty narrow, like only spend it on instants and sorceries or something. But with the activated abilities clause, it just opens it up so much.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think this is a really good pick.
I think
I was kind of thinking Bounce Off, but I was also like, yeah, Optimizer would be really solid.
If Bounce Off was like a slam dunk, that'd be one thing. I think we're going to have our removal effects. We're going to have enough of them at the end of this draft, one way or another. We don't have to prioritize taking that now.
Also, blue just doesn't get a lot of ramp, so this seems really good to me.
Yeah. I feel like I've taken Optimizer maybe too much in my drafts, and sometimes I'm punished for it when I draw it on like turn 10. But whatever. Hull Drifter.
You could also get some more white cards.
Nah, fuck that. Hull Drifter's great.
Alright.
Draws 2 cards? What else could you want?
I do love to draw cards.
It's also an artifact, so Optimizer taps for it.
Yo, but Mangler. Although, ooh.
I think Mangler's better, because we don't exactly have speed payoffs yet, and Mangler, in a world where you don't care about speed, Mangler is definitely better. Because it's just like having a 3/3 on their turn every turn is not... It's been a bigger issue than I thought it would be originally. Like, it's actually a pretty good wall. Hey, Gear Seeker, nice. That's a great sign for us vis-a-vis the robots. I was hoping to see the second Gear Seeker. I forget if it was in this pack. You can just take Vampire.
Why do they even put the islands in these packs?
Because when you open a real life pack, there's a land, so it's like simulating the experience. Ooh, curse! That card's actually fantastic. I don't think we have zombies.
Gains Embalm. Exile a card with Embalm and pay its Embalm dust. Creature that's a copy of it, except it's a white zombie in addition to sometimes.
So you basically get to
Okay.
cast it again for free
Oh.
from the graveyard for the same price. So every guy
And
gets
then
it.
it counts as a zombie.
Yeah, which that part is. I mean, this pumps zombies, so it's not completely irrelevant. But like,
Yeah.
like just imagine a world where we play camera launcher, we activate it to get a 1/1. Great. Then it dies. Then we get to bring it back. We activate it for another 1/1. That's 4 bodies over the course of a single card. That's a lot of advantage in draft. That being said, it's double black, which is pretty tough. Plains is also strong. I wouldn't recommend it here.
This isn't too bad.
That guy's very good, but it's so much better depending on what you can get with it. We have Earth Rumbler and Hall Drifter. That's actually 2 cards already. That's pretty great. I think that the fun choice is taking Cursed Cloth Wrappings and trying to do a bunch of multicolor bullshit, but I don't think that's actually a good idea because the other multicolor cards we've taken so far are red and white. Transit Mage is very strong on its own. Just any 3-mana guy who can draw a card is always good, and then if you can draw a specific card that you know is going to be good, and there's multiple hits, so like it's imagine we just had 1 hit and it was already in our hand when we drew Transit Mage. That'd be such a feel bad moment, but it's very rarely going to happen to us.
Hey, this ain't bad.
I like that guy. I think kind of what I was saying earlier about removal, it's tougher. It's not as helpful as you'd think versus being proactive, but I do think if we can get 1 or 2 of those, that'd be great. But we don't have to take it here. I think Transit is also uncommon, and if we get other 5-mana, 4-mana artifacts later, like the second Hull Drifter, for instance, he just gets better and better. Like there's a
I
world
really
where
love the art in a lot of these cards.
Oh yeah, that's
I love
great.
this one.
I know that's supposed to be a bobblehead, but I think it's funny to think of it as a Funko Pop.
It does kind of look like a Funko
Doesn't
Pop.
it?
Alright, so
I think Transit
I
is...
think there's a case for Cursed Cloth Wrappings, but Transit Mage is the best pick.
Yeah, and if we had both of them, Transit could get Cursed Cloth Wrappings. That's like basically like having 2 Cursed Cloth Wrappings in your deck. That'd be great.
Oh shit.
But I think Transit is great, as is, and unfortunately this is just not... If this was our first pack, I would say slam Cursed Cloth. We're never moving out of black, but I think it's just late enough that, and it's double black, and etc, etc.
We're already so deep in the blue.
If we had taken that blue-black card instead of the blue-red card last pack, that'd be a different story, I guess, but I don't think we were wrong to take the blue-red one.
Okay.
This is a very disciplined pick, which are the least fun picks, but...
Shit. It's my first draft. I need to get some wins.
Yeah, that's fair. What is this? Oh yeah, the Rabble Master. That's pretty fun.
We don't have any Joblins, though.
We don't need Joblins, he makes his own. What else do we got in here? This is one of those times where like we could take a boring on-color pick, or we could take the rare, and you never know. Because like,
I mean, we do have Broadside Barrage, but
that's what I'm saying. This is like same argument for Barrage. There's Buccaneer. It's against Buccaneer again, and there's also that green card in the bottom row, which is pretty solid. 3-mana or 2-mana 3/2. Very defensible, but is boring. That card is.
This seems. Oh wait, 4. I don't know.
This thing is
that
like.
Seems like it takes a long time to get going.
So I thought this card was absolutely unplayable. I have since seen a guy on stream play it to tremendous success. I think it is a card that's like has a very narrow niche, and if you're in that niche, is incredible, and if you're not, it's dog shit. So like this is a speed payoff basically. Like if you imagine you were already at speed, or you play this on turn 1, and then you can get up to like speed 3 over the course of a couple of turns. Turn 4, you get to just pay 4 mana and get like 3 basic lands out of your deck, and then play an 8-drop next turn. I mean, you shouldn't have an 8-drop in that deck, but you can play a bunch of spells at the same time. That's like insane. Especially if you were splashing stuff, you could go get all of your off-color lands. That being said, this card's the most fun. I think I'm willing to give up on Buccaneer to live in the world where we could maybe play heavy, and that would be that'd be great. Also, goblins are great. I love them. Alright, what's this one do? Exhaust, and it's not for mana, which is fun. That's not terrible.
Ooh, yeah, we have a decent amount of vehicles.
That card I like a lot. I haven't actually gotten to play with it, but I've always been impressed because it's basically
Ooh, yeah.
he can't saddle. There's, you know, like just by playing him, it doesn't give you enough tokens to saddle him on its own, but it's not that hard to have another 2-power guy out. And the fact that it keeps generating 3/3s basically means that until they kill this mammoth, you are going to get more 3/3s all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's if you need to
seems
swing
really
in and
solid.
trade with one of their guys, it doesn't even matter. You get another 3/3 out of it. That's such a good deal.
The cost worries me a little bit, but he does seem very good.
It's like a very the cost is high. It is very much powered for that, though. I think this
yeah.
card is defensible. There's like a cycle, one in each color of a 3-mana guy that starts your engines and has this max speed, exile from the graveyard, draw a card ability. I think this one might be the best of the
This
cycle.
seems pretty solid. 3 cost flying. And
Yeah,
then-
because flying makes it just so much easier.
Yeah.
I think that, and then this is the green one of that cycle, which I think is also quite good. I think
Ooh.
honestly, I kind of like all of them. They're just none of them are super great, but they're all like very decent to have. I like the mammoth the most. I think there's
Yaw
definitely
Talk Mammoth?
I think there's definitely a world where we take the red motorcycle and just assume we're more blue-red now and not necessarily blue-green. But I really like mammoth, and I have maybe blind faith that we will get more green cards.
All right. Yeah, because we got like no green after a bit there.
We saw some green, and the green we have is good. It's not like we ever and I don't know, maybe if we were playing against real people, you know, the person we passed to in pack 1 would have seen 0 green. And there's like no chance they'd be taking green this pack, so we generally expect to get better green in pack 2, and then weak again in pack 3. I don't think the robots work on that logic, but like, normally this would be the pack where we get a bunch of green, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I think Mammoth is the most fun.
I'm going with it.
Ooh, that guy's actually great.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty good exhaust effect.
Yeah.
What do we got up here?
I like that blue 2-drop with exhaust a lot.
Ooh,
Spell Pierce,
not bad.
I mean, this is a card that's like playable in Vintage, right? It's extremely strong. It's not particularly good in this format, I've
Okay.
found. Because like once, you know, they get to 7 lands out and they cast a 5-drop, they have 2 lands open, they can pay for Spell Pierce. Like, it just makes it such a bad draw late.
Oh, we got another exhaust flying.
That guy I think is great.
Yeah,
I
this
do
seems
think I like the
pretty
worm a
good.
little better. But like, I like that guy much better than Buccaneer. That guy I think is fine. If you are playing a deck that wants a bunch of artifacts, it's much better.
Yeah.
That's more of like a blue-white. Here, like, we're gonna have better 4-drops than that. with this
You're
card.
thinking the worm?
I think that guy is just a game ender threat on its own.
Okay.
Like, it's very hard to it's not easy to kill a 4/4. It's not easy to kill a 7/7. Like, you're gonna either get one of the best removal spells out of them, or win the game, or, you know, whatever. If they're you know, on the offense, playing a 4/4 is really good on defense, especially with reach. It's just, it does it all.
Yeah. I
Right.
agree with your reasoning. I'm with it.
What I really want is another couple cards like the Refueler that give us a bonus for exhausting, because we have so many exhaust effects now. This is a much less exciting pack.
Should we just, I don't know, starting column or spectral interference?
I don't like interference. I think it's fine, but these conditional counter spells and drafts are always tough, because like if you leave mana up for them and then they don't play a spell that's worth countering, you've kind of just wasted that mana. I think Thunderhead Gunner, the Whale Shark red card, is reasonable.
Really?
Well, it's very good, and
I feel like we've got so much green at this point, though.
yeah, we're already touching red. I mean, I think it's between that and starting column, where starting column is
We
very
also get a
boring.
goblin.
Yeah, that guy's not worth it. We're splashing red, so basically we never want to play an early red card if we can help it. I think starting column helps us splash the colors, which is absolutely nothing, but otherwise doesn't really do much. I don't think I've ever once seen someone get to max speed when they have starting column, just because if this is what you're playing on 3 mana, you're not really hurting their life very often. And Thunderhead Gunner is just like, you get to do that effect every turn, including the turn he comes out. Imagine we drew something like Starting Column or Spell Pierce or whatever. We could just throw it away and immediately get a new one for free.
Okay.
I think that if this was like the last pick of the draft, I would say Starting Column. But I think it's likely enough we get another column later, and we definitely don't want to play more than one, that like maybe Gunner here is worth taking.
Okay.
Because there's still a world where we move heavier into red. Like imagine we open up a red Planeswalker or something in the next pack.
That would be wild.
Yeah, and it would be a reason to be like, all right, green, you're now the splash color.
How many packs? Do we go to 3 packs?
Oh yeah, we're at
okay.
pack 2 right now, so we're basically halfway through the whole process.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just the 2 for some reason.
Oh, no. That guy's fine. What does the artifact in the middle do? Put in your
Library for basic land card reveal, put it into your hand, then shuffle.
Putting it into your hand is
But
so
it
much
needs all
worse
colors.
than putting it out onto the field. I think that card is fine, and I think there's a world where we play it, but I don't know if it's better
we
than...
already have all the colors.
I mean, we would have to play like a swamp and stuff. We do not. I think that guy or the other blue card. I think this is a decent removal spell. Putting something... if they put it on the top of their library, you basically cast a Time Walk, because they lose the next draw. Like, you know, they tap out to play 5-drop, you do this. They're like, well, I'm going to put it back because I want to cast again next turn. It's basically take an extra turn for 4 mana instant speed. It's great. And then when it's not great, you can cycle it. I think in a normal blue deck, I would say Trip Up. But considering all the exhaust abilities we have, I think Optimizer is a lot stronger than normal. These red cards I think are also good, but are more early red cards, which make it a lot harder for us to realistically ever play them. So I think I'm inclined.
They didn't make the text on this needs to be more like, I don't know, thin.
I think
it's like I thought that was an ability text. I was like, what?
It's italicized. That means it's not. No.
Yeah,
On the actual,
also make it much thinner as well.
Yeah, on the printed card it looks different. That's I think a little bit of the digital display. I think given how many activated abilities we have, Optimizer's better, but in a vacuum, Trip Up would be better.
Okay. I feel like
we've also got a handful of expensive artifacts, so it's not just the abilities. Ooh, that card's really good, and that would probably be worth splashing. What else is in here?
Another Glitch Ghost Surveyor. Oh, Rover Blades.
I think it's Rover Blades. I don't think is the type of card we could afford to play 2 of, because you still need another creature to activate it one way or the other. Sloop is really good. If you have a 2-drop, you play this on 3, the 2-drop attacks, you just get to draw a card, discard, which is insane. I think...
So only needs crew 1, damn.
Yeah, if we were in Menace too, so if you have a guy out, like, it can activate itself very easily, because it's, you know, maybe they have 2 blockers up, but, like, you're going to trade with at least one of them, and then you also draw a card. That's a great deal. Sloop is the kind of card where, like, if we were in blue-red, this would be, like, getting past a bomb. And so I think it's worth taking here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Otherwise, we take that ghost guy. Do not think that card is good, but I genuinely don't know. I think it could be very good. And Spin Out is still in this? What the fuck? Damn. I know I was hating on it earlier. It's not this bad. I'm almost tempted to be like, I think Jaguar is fine, and Jaguar should probably be the pick. Spin Out is good enough that it like might just be worth taking. Just on the off chance we get like some crazy black card and we want to be black later, but I guess that's the one color we won't be, so that's insane. If I was in real life and I wanted to be like, I think the guy next to me is black, I don't want to have another
If we were playing against people, I'd be like, I think taking Spin Out would be good.
Maybe.
But since we're against bots,
it's like well, we will play against people. But
yeah, we're playing against people, but we're drafting against bots. We're not drafting against the people that we're going to be playing against.
And that's called hate drafting, when you take a card so other people don't have it. And the wisdom is it's never a good idea. And that wisdom is correct. That being said, I will still do it.
Well, I mean, hey, if you're given 6 cards and none of them fit for you, I would definitely just take whatever.
Oh, 100%. I've hate drafted on pick 1 before. I mean, not but when I'm like, I just opened a really good rare, they're not going to have it. I'm going to have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jaguar, I think this is a good time to take Jaguar. Like, I don't know how this guy has been really good when you can get him out, but that's the tricky part, getting the 5 or you can fight him.
Yeah.
But getting the extra like a 6/6 vigilance doesn't need much to
Yeah,
saddle,
but-
like a single saddle 1. That's like 6/6 Vigilance is very good, because you still have him as a blocker. 6/6 is not the easiest thing to fight in this format. So yeah. I don't know if we play him. I think this is the perfect time to take him. This is a world where we have a bunch of late. We're like kind of hurting for earlier plays.
Or should we maybe get this
Yeah,
red?
we almost certainly don't play that guy, but in a world where we do move heavier into red, we'll be thankful we had him, versus I don't think there's a world where we play Wreck Remover right now.
Yeah, that's the exact same thoughts I was having.
And then here,
okay.
like...
Do we go maybe for this land at this point?
So the fact that we're 3 colors basically prices us out of that. That being said,
true.
none of these other cards are going to make the cut, so like, might as well. Maybe there is a world where we play it.
Loxodon?
Oh, yeah, wait, that's great. And that came
Yeah.
all the way late? Okay, that's a very good sign. Yeah, fantastic news for us.
Spell Pierce?
The red card I think is actually... We never play Spell Pierce, we might play that red card.
Alright.
I guess we might play Spell Pierce, I just don't like it. But I think the red card is great. Cycling, a 1-mana cycler is a huge
one,
deal.
not bad.
Yeah. Imagine a world we play that with the guy...
Oh.
Oh, haha! It does. But that one artifact we have was Earth Rumbler. You can cycle that vehicle and then
Hey, look!
exile it. Oh my god, what the fuck? This is
How-
bullshit.
Oh, dude!
Double
They're only getting black rares. This is fun.
I mean, I think Gas Guzzler is not on the level of Wrappings, but it's still fine. It's still a good card. One thing I've noticed is these bots have been passing like 0 dual lands, which is kind of nuts. I usually see those way later. That thing I think is quite good.
One cost for both these, for either of these effects does seem pretty solid. I also think Flood Your Enemy doesn't seem bad.
I think both, yeah, I think it's got to be one of those. This is a good time for us to take a pause and check how many creatures we have overall. Because fight effects get much better. 15, that's very, okay, that's pretty defensible, because that's also not even counting the vehicles. If we only had like 12, the fight effect is much
I'm just
dicier.
gonna take this out.
Yeah. And actually, let's do a little bit of pruning overall.
Yeah, I think that'd
If
be a
you
good
switch the view at the top there to the like horizontal one. Yeah. All right, so you can take out Raceway for now. I would say take out the all the red.
This like line here when I start dragging.
Oh, it's just click. If you click it once, it will go over. You don't have to click and drag in this
okay.
version, which is nice. I think take out all the red cards that aren't in the 3 mana column, just because like we're glad we have those, but they're certainly not in the
Get rid of this guy too.
A string. Yeah. Because we're like right now we're doing like what's a hypothetical first draft of how this deck would come together. I think you can probably ditch starting column. How many artifacts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have a decent amount.
We do. Okay, so I think Gear Serpent's still in. Maybe.
My worry is if we have too many vehicles and not enough creatures to man the vehicles.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to be an issue quite yet because we have those. Midnight Mango doesn't really count because it gets itself. Refueler a little bit too because it can exhaust and make itself. Sloop does count. Rover Blades I would say counts, and then Earth Rumbler. There's the Graveyard, so All Drifter you play to draw 2 cards. I think right now we're at a good level. We certainly, that is a risk though. I think this is fine for like a hypothetical first draft, and then in this world, how many creatures do we have if you check now? 12. Okay. It is the beginning of pack 3. We did just prune. I think Plow Through is probably fine. Because the difference is destroy target. Just if it was just the fight, that'd be one thing. Destroy target vehicle is not nothing though. And it's also 1 mana, which is a huge deal.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Any turn you can play 2 cards on the same turn usually is a very great sign. So cards that let you do that, good sign as well. Oh, the freaking look at the green card here. Have you seen this one?
No. It looks sick though.
Do you see its fucking stats?
Whoo! 9/7, huh?
So they made a cycle of uncommon monocolor legendaries who are vanilla, like they have no abilities. So like this is the green one, Sundial is the white one. We saw that red guy, the one you were talking about, the italicized text.
Oh yeah.
That's the red one. The green one is definitely the best. I think Hazards of the Dune is better.
I hope that dual land comes back. I'd love to have a dual land.
I don't think it will. just given what's happening with the bots, they must be prioritizing those. But I don't think we care too much. Like, we're getting close to just cutting all the red cards and just playing blue and green, and taking this or Hazard of the Dunes kind of facilitates that, and that's perfectly fine. I think I like Hazard better than Tyrion World Tyrant.
Yeah, my worry is it is decently high cost of also 3.
The 3 green
forests.
is really the tough part. It's also just a 5-drop and this is 4-drop. Like, this is inherently more flexible. And this is also a 7/7. Like, technically they could trade. I know you have to pay a bunch of mana first, but this is a good...
I like
the World
this
Tyrant's a good example, too. When I was talking about Death Touch earlier, oh, that card's great. But there's another green belt guy. Green belt Guardian.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Also, look at all the green and blue in this pack. This is looking
We're
good.
going to be getting lots of locks on Surveyors hopefully coming back.
Yeah, I like Diversion Unit. I think is great. Also, because Diversion Unit works with Optimizer, like Optimizer can tap to pay for that ability. It's very easy to keep it up. And this is the counter spell that can attack while you wait. So it's much better than like a Spell Pierce. Also, Pothole Mole down there. I would love to have one of these later. This is the card that mills you. We have that Earth Rumbler. It also makes it easier to find lands if you're like hurting for them. But I think Greenbelt Guardian's easily the pick here, and I would be happy taking any of these green cards on the way back.
Yeah,
or
I'm
any of these
sure
blue cards.
We've seen
really.
multiple of these in some of these packs, so hopefully we're going to get 1 or 2 of those back.
Yeah, and that 6-drop next to it is like not the best, but is quite good because you can cycle him if you're stuck, or if you play him late, you gain 4 life. Usually helps you stabilize.
Not a bad cycling cost either.
Yeah, and Reach, very good defensive card. Ooh, another
Yeah,
Transit Mage.
Lots of card light optimizers.
Yeah, that's
hey, there's this card
been
again.
my experience. Ah, man,
Bit
like,
late for it.
if we had found another white card we're taking in this time, it'd be so cool to see Beast Rider here. I do not think we're in that world. I think Lagak or Transit Mage. How many 4 mana, 5 mana artifacts do we have now?
4 or
got
5
one-
plus mana artifacts.
We got one. Yeah, if you flip to the other view, I think it's probably easiest. I think it's still the same. Hull Drifter and Earth Rumbler. That's still more than good enough. We should keep in mind, though, when we're deciding later, it makes... I think Transit Mage here is really good. Lagak might... Well, actually... We'll flip to the other view for a second. What's your 2-drop to 3-drop ratio looking like? Honestly, better than I was expecting. Especially if we
good.
have to cut red. Okay, I think Transit Mage makes sense then. I like
Transit Mage,
Lagak.
all right.
Yeah. Like, Lagak trades with that 9/7, but, you know.
Is that Raceway again?
Yeah, but there's that blue
ooh.
guy. That guy's great.
Yeah. What's this?
Basically a combat trick that sticks around, which is quite defensible and is worth remembering exists.
And you Reach. Reach never bad.
It's good on defense. It's just a little awkward because if you're playing defense, the fact that you leave 2 mana up to play that, if you don't get the, if there's not a good opportunity to play it, means you kind of just wasted it. And if they're on offense, that means there was 2 mana you didn't get to spend stabilizing. Anyway, Sky Streak Engineer I think is great. I really like this guy. It gets 2 counters when it exhausts. Oh, that card is incredible.
Whenever one or more creatures attack you, those creatures get -1 and -0 till until.
It shrinks
Ooh.
all of their guys is so good.
Yeah, that does seem really good.
What else is even in here? Oh, that's the blue one that taps to sack, which is fine. Yeah, there's nothing even close to how good Strategist is. It also exhausts.
All right.
We never
so
saw
no starting
that-
Column. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. We never saw that card that lets us exhaust a bunch, which is a shame, but all these other cards are great. We probably should play starting column with all these exhaust abilities, maybe. Alright.
Oh, this guy again, maybe?
That
not
is
again, but, like, we
no,
didn't
that
get him
should
before.
probably be the case. Is there a world where we take Skybox Fairy? Transit Mage can get it, which makes it stronger than normal. Because imagine a world where we're stuck on 3, we draw Transit Mage, we go find this guy, we can cycle for 2 and maybe find a land. Versus if we get the other 4-drop, 5-drop artifacts, they're useless to us in that scenario. But that scenario requires us to play this card in our deck normally, which I don't think we want to do. If we had some kind of better vehicle payoff, I think this guy's just better. It cycles.
Yeah, I
It
think-
also cycles the same exact
yeah,
argument.
he cycles. Yeah.
Like, it's tempting to give ourselves a little bit of a toolbox, but I just don't think that's worth it. Oh man, that white card is actually really good, I think. The Sloth. Also, I love the art.
Should we
We're
get
not
maybe this
taking
Wild
that.
Roads?
What are the other move your cursor off this just so I can see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here that's particularly tempting. We've moved past Thunderhead Gunner now.
We could use some lands. Camera launcher?
I think that's fine. Yeah. This maybe we would take Wreck Remover, but like I think Camera Launcher is just more fun. So I don't know if we play it, but whatever. We take Aether Jacket here, same.
Yeah.
I don't know if we play it. Ooh,
Light Optimizer.
love him. Love that little guy. I don't know if
Look at
it's
that guy.
correct.
Yo.
It's funny to see Pact Altair this late, because that card is so good, but clearly the robots don't know it. Alright.
Alright, we got our cards. Now we gotta figure out how to set this thing up.
Yeah, I think... Oh hey, you got close to a vault thingy, whatever that means. I don't think you really have to concern yourself with it.
Oh, do I keep these cards in my collection? When
Yeah,
I
these are yours now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here, do the other view. Yeah, this isn't a cube draft or playing on my account where I keep them. Alright, so in the abstract
Alright,
here,
get
we
rid
have
of,
to
Aether
cut...
Jacket.
Yeah, it's to get rid of 2 camera launchers. Why did they give us a plane? Oh, light wheel enhancements is in the 1-drop pile. That is gone. That was your last pick. That's why I gave you planes. And just real quick, add like another forest or whatever, just so we have the right total quantity of lands while we look at the rest of the deck. Because that's 17 total. Yeah, that's a fine place to have it be.
Alrighty.
So in theory, we almost certainly want 17 lands. So the question is, the rest of it we have to cut 4 cards from.
Do we maybe just cut the red cards?
Almost certainly. Do we have any cards that let us like go find a land or tap for multiple colors? I don't think we did get any of those.
We had... Well, we've got the post or whatever.
No, that's... Yeah, actually, I think if we play red cards, playing starting column's not crazy, but I think I'd rather play no red cards and no starting column.
I don't think we have anything that lets us search for lands, really. Yeah,
which is a shame. I think, like, the blue-red ones are good enough that I'm almost like, it could be worth playing it, but I think it's just, it's not gonna work out. I know that.
Yeah.
And then we can also get the rest of it more reliable. Like, the fact we got no dual lands, we got no multicolored things, like, that is, I think
maybe
is
we,
a quirk of the robot draft.
Slap this in there?
Yeah, sure, why not? That one I think is a good one if we can get it going, because it'll be good. Could be good at any turn of the game.
And
one
maybe
more,
one extra island. I feel like we have more islands that need.
And more specifically, we have more cards that need 2 islands. I think is the real deal breaker.
That's what I was trying to say, but could not get the words out.
All right, we need one more cut. So what are we trying to do here? I think
maybe a transit mage.
I like Transit Mage a lot. Like a 3-mana guy that if it just drew a card, I would not want to cut it, but it gets to draw a good card. I think, how many artifacts do we have for Gear Seeker Servant? 3, 5...
We have a decent amount.
6, 7... That's probably worth it. It's like, it's tricky because Gear Seeker lives in the world where, like, the thing that really puts it over the top is the fact you get to pay a bunch of mana to make it unblockable, and so you can really, like, break ties with it, which is great. But we also have all these exhaust abilities where we're putting mana, so it's kind of competing with those. It doesn't make it bad, though. It's just kind of tough.
See, right? I see. I thought you were just talking about in real life.
Midnight Mangler? We have a lot of... We have a lot of 2-drops. We're not.
True.
It's not like we're playing complete defense until later. We have a lot of vehicles. I want to say maybe that or Rover Blades, but Rover Blades could be really sick, especially with our tramplers.
Yeah, if we actually get like Rover Blades and equip it onto like something like this in some situation.
Or our Hazard of the Dune guys and just swing as a 4 trample double strike. That's nuts. Granted, equipping for 4 is a lot, but.
Okay, yeah, I think I was thinking possibly one of the guideline optimizers.
Never. No, I think that would make sense too. I think if it wasn't for all the exhaust abilities we had, and Gear Seeker, you can pay for that ability with Optimizer too.
Alright, we think this is good?
I think it's worth a shot. I think it's definitely could be quite good, but this is one of those things where I feel like the quirk of the robot draft format is apparently that the robots love taking the dual lands.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I've never made it through a draft without at least one dual land before. But that also means our opponents probably had the same experience, so who knows what this is going to be like.
Hopefully.
Alright,
Or,
yeah, let's...
or, you know, maybe they do have dual lands, but that means they didn't get any other good cards.
Yeah, they had to have taken them quite high, which is a different world. Because, yeah, I would normally have been able to splash a third color easy off of lands, but... You do get to own those red, that red goblin rare forever if you ever wanted to do something in Brawl or what have you.
I think red's probably the color I like the least.
Oh,
I don't know, I
man.
never got into red.
Red is literally my favorite.
Really?
Oh, yeah. If I were to
You
ever
struck
get...
me as more of a blue guy.
Nah, that's just because I talk a lot. No, red is red is the chaos color. Does that make it sound any more
Okay, yeah, I can
sensible to
see
you?
that.
This is, I think, quite good. We can play Refueler into Transit Mage into activating Refueler or casting something, and then getting Gear Seeker out. And we're first, so the fact that we don't have
Right now,
like a 2-drop that's a real guy is less
Do you
important.
think keep this?
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I've often thought if I ever get like a Magic the Gathering tattoo, I would just get the red mana symbol.
Really?
Yeah, but I would have to, like, I don't know, win a tournament or something that makes it feel like worth getting a Magic tattoo before I do it. I'm not a quick to tattoo person. Contrasting to all of my siblings.
Dude, I'd love to see you enter in some Magic tournaments.
I mean, I've entered in plenty. I just feel like,
Oh, have you?
oh yeah, I went to the Pro Tour once.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Years and years ago, Shadows of Innistrad. I still have the
That's
T-shirt
awesome.
that says I was a Pro Tour competitor.
Wait, oh, okay, they were still mulliganing.
Yeah. Ooh, they went to 6. Awesome. Love to see it. We're not going to do that. I mean, if they play great.
Just rereading it, making
Yeah.
sure I remember everything it does.
That's probably going to be a card that sits in our hand for a while, and that's perfectly fine. That's what we want. I love that guy. This is so good to have out too, because if like we just get to have it the whole game and draw a card every time we exhaust. Oh, chef's kiss.
Oh shit.
That has flash. Okay. So we're probably playing something new. Also a good time.
He just literally had nothing else he could play. He's like, I gotta get this out.
If you have nothing else to play, you play it on our turn, because it's got flash. Anyway, play Transit Mage. I think in this scenario, I like getting Hull Drifter, because we only have 2 options, right? Hull Drifter or Earth Rumbler? Yeah. If we had cards in the graveyard, that'd be one thing. And maybe it was still right to get Earth
Through
Rumbler.
this dude?
Yeah, I guess so. We don't really need to play defense. I mean, we're not going to block that 3-1 if he attacks with it, so...
I'm going
do
in.
it. But yeah, just having Hull Drifter get to draw us 2 cards later sounds like a good scenario to be in.
It's this guy.
Yep, and so that will probably make him attack with a 3-1, but that's fine. I guess he could leave it up on blocks, but Right now we want to draw a bunch of cards. That's how we're gonna really pull away from this, I think.
Yo.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. So wait, before you play that, because the alternate is activating Ranger's Refueler and making it a permanent creature, which is quite good. I think because that's...
And it'll be a permanent 4/4.
Yeah, and I think because that costs 4 mana, it's like... In this scenario, it's better to do the more expensive thing, because later on we could do Guidelight Optimizer and another thing the same turn.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I like the idea of turning that permanently on, drawing a card, and then just swinging with both guys. I mean, actually, there's a world where we leave Transit Mage back. What does their rocket do again if you mouse over that? Oh, nothing now that it's out. Okay.
Yep.
We drew a land. That's fine. I think we can attack with both here. Like, leaving a 2/2 back to block a 3/1 is nice. But oh, you don't have to crew
I could
it.
still crew it?
Yeah, you can.
That's very... I guess
Well, that's
there might
true.
be some effects that based on when things are crewed.
And that's true normally for vehicles. Like, if we had just a bunch of 2/2s out and crewed it would still tell us, like, you can crew it again if you want. You can crew it for as many times as you have guys.
Oh
It's
man,
very
there needs to be
weird,
some sort of
but-
clown-themed deck where you have multiple people crewing one vehicle.
That would be good. Oh man, they have done clown. Have they done a clown card before? There's a card that's a clown card, but it makes clowns when it dies. There should be an alternate where it's like pays you off for putting a bunch of guys in it. I do think that exists. Alright. So I was gonna say Hull Drifter here, but we have enough plays, we don't necessarily need to draw more cards. It'd be better to be proactive.
Oh no, okay, no we don't.
So we should play Jaguar, I think. But first, before we play that, we should probably just go through our combat. Is Plow Through an instant or a sorcery?
Plow Through is a sorcery, I think. Yeah.
Okay. I think then, like, the most obvious thing they're representing is they activate their 3/1 to block. So for that reason, we should only attack with the 4/4. And if they do some kind of combat trick or something to trade with it, I think that's fine. We don't even have another exhaust guy right now to benefit from. So if they spend a card getting rid of this, that works out for us. I guess you could attack with a 2/2 as well. The 3/1 is not blocking a 2/2. Yeah, actually, I've talked myself into it. You should attack with the 2/2 as well, especially if this is what they're doing.
All right.
This is me being a little disrespectful because I feel like I'm reading too much into this and assuming they are a little bit of an amateur, the way they're sequencing.
Just go all in, alrighty.
Yeah. If they want to trade for the 2/2, that's great. We already drew a card off of it. Drew a card off both of these things. They
Got all that mana up.
Yeah. If they play some, like, I don't know, +2/+2 card and block and kill our guy, that just means we traded that guy for a card in their hand. That's also great. It's only a 2/2 now. It doesn't have any more use to us. I guess we could saddle the Jaguar. Oh!
What did that do? Holy shit, that was so fast.
It's like Fireball, except it gives them power and first strike, which is fine. It killed our guy, but this is exactly what I was talking about, where like they spent a card in their hand to get rid of our thing. We've already drawn a card off it.
Now
That works out for us. Yeah. And look, we got 2 extra damage in for free because we were gutsy. I'm very happy with that exchange, especially given all the other stuff we have in hand. Next turn, we'll probably plan A would be to saddle that guy with the Transit Mage and just attack.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a world where we saddle it and then plow through to kill something and then attack, or something like that. Because we can plow through and Hull Drifter next turn.
I feel like a quit is coming up.
I don't know. Okay, I think you should do combat first. So saddle it before you go. Oh, it's too late.
Oh, can I not saddle it now?
You have to saddle at sorcery speed for some goddamn reason. Alright, in that case, just attack with both again. That's fine.
My bad.
It's not a big deal. This is one of the lowest stakes scenarios to learn that lesson. You have the same thing as last time? That'd be funny. Oh my god, you do! Well, now I'm kind of glad we didn't saddle it. We got 2 damage in again where we wouldn't have otherwise.
Mistakes into miracles.
Alright, so now we're going to play Forest. And I guess just Hull Drifter. And I guess let's see what we... I don't know, I don't think we're going to draw anything, but... We could plow through to kill that vehicle, but I don't want to.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think this is fine. Next turn we can play Gear Seeker, and then use Plow Through to fight something with it.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be very efficient. But yeah, notice like that card they have, the Pump and First Strike, I think it's pretty good, but they're also like haven't been developing their board at all, so even though they've gotten us with it twice, kinda, they haven't really gained any long-term advantage off of that. That's slightly better for them, but, which they can do because their guy's a pilot. Oh, you can.
Yes.
You want to start your engines? You can do it.
Yeah, let's go! Woo! I'm racing.
All right. What does Hull Drifter need to crew? Is it 2?
I think 3.
3. Okay. Well, I don't want to attack. I don't want. Well, I guess we can tap Gear Seeker. So I think maybe just play Gear Seeker, activate Hull Drifter, and just swing with Hull Drifter. They're at 7. I mean, 3 is almost half their life. I don't think we plow through anything. Save that for a bigger threat in case one comes out. Just Gear Seeker and not attacking with Mage this time. Yeah, if we connect with Hull Drifter here, and then Gear Seeker activating one time to be unblockable is lethal, so that's fantastic.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna deal us 17 damage in one turn. I also don't know if they know how. Well, maybe they think we were going to attack with Mage, and they don't know how vehicles. They don't know that they can activate vehicles after attacks are declared. Hell yeah!
Speeding up.
We're going 2 miles an hour. That's so fast.
Let's go.
The little token thing is so weird. It's like a movie poster.
It really is.
So yeah, if they tap out and there's nothing that'll stop us from doing it, one activation of Gear Circuit just kills them.
I like this card. Reminds me a lot of Redline. This is great.
What, in the art?
Yeah.
It is very cool, the fisheye, or I don't know what to call it, Mandela effect vibe to it. I don't think I'd noticed that before, actually.
No,
It's also fun to... oh, that says horn up there. I thought that was like part of the car.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Have you ever seen the movie Redline?
No.
It has lots of shots. Yeah, it's a movie about a big race.
Oh, well.
And yeah, it has these shots where like when someone's like activating the nitro, like it does it like a fisheye as they like start speeding up. It's very much like that.
Nice. All right, I think there's...
Very good movie.
I don't think there's anything for a single red mana they can do that will stop us from killing them with Gear Seeker if we activate it. So I think you can play land, I guess. Pay the mana and then go to combat soon with Gear Seeker.
Activate ability?
Yeah, like maybe there's a world where we play out a guy to crew Hull Drifter again instead, but fuck that. I think this was just gonna work. You can play Optimizer before combat if you want, because that will get you one more blue spell towards your daily goal before they die.
Oh yeah, so true.
But it's a little gutsy just in case there's... there's no world where we do anything else other than play one of these 2 drops. So yeah, just throw one of those guys out there before combat real quick. That guy or the Sky Streak. Actually, I guess you can crew Hull Drifter if you tap him in Transit Mage. You can do that if you want. I don't think it really matters. Technically, yeah, this might be the most correct play.
There it is. Well, I got the card play in, so
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
I feel like almost a little bit ashamed how often I find myself in the scenario of like, oh man, I'm definitely going to win this game. Can I cast all these spells before they concede so I can get progress towards the quest? Real quick, go, 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 go!
Go, 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 go!
I got 2 in. Anyway,
All right.
we did it. You're undefeated in
Yeah.
quick draft on your account. 100%
Let's
win
go.
rate.
You seem to have made a very good deck here.
Well, I think it's good. Very good. Maybe...
Well, for draft, it seems pretty solid.
I think it's definitely like... It's got a very solid core. It doesn't really have any of the like great bombs per se, which it absolutely does not need. But like that would, I think, be the thing that really put it over the edge. You know?
Yeah.
I had a version of this deck once where I had like 4 blue-green rares that people passed to me because apparently nobody else at the table was in this color pair. Now that was nuts. Granted, I didn't do very well with that deck because I got flooded a bunch, but
Ooh, this
that's how
seems
it goes.
good.
Yeah, this looks great. You can even start your engines on turn 1 if you want. Doesn't really seem like it'd matter.
Why not? Fuck it, let's go.
Put the fear into them. Oh, they're going first, okay. I don't know if anyone else ever interprets it this way, but sometimes I like playing the colorless land on turn 1, so it takes them one more turn before they know what I'm playing. Mind games.
I know exactly what you mean.
Now, does that give you any actual advantage? I would bet money on no, but it's fun. Oh no, our friend!
Shit! He's betrayed us!
But yeah, I'd play Guardian.
Garden first, you think? Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to block with him because he's too good to trade with Optimizer. No offense to Optimizer. But like, we absolutely would block with Transit Mage because Transit Mage's utility comes when they enter, and after that, they're just whatever. We could play that guy
Green
too.
Belt to pilot the Rollerblades.
I would rather play Transit Mage to develop a little bit more.
Okay.
Oh, what does this thing do? Oh, it sucks. Okay, great.
4 calls for that?
And they're playing it when they didn't even have an attack this turn, and then we get to gain speed because we are attacking? This is great. So yeah, play a Transit Mage. your video's lagging a little bit for me, so I think I'm behind you a couple seconds.
Oh, weird. Alright, and then what, Hull Drifter?
It's like we don't have lands to play either, so it's probably not a huge difference. We don't have 2 islands, so I think I'm more inclined towards Earth Rumbler as a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, we can get both of them, so.
Yeah. I think if we had like Island Raceway, then it would definitely be Hull Drifter, but like in this scenario, any 2 more lands lets us play Rumbler, so sure, that could be a tiebreaker. And yeah, you are lagging for me. I don't know. Dropping frames some streamers today. I don't know if that's happening to the Twitch side. Nope, not at all.
It seems like it's still going good on Twitch.
Oh wait, I think I know what might be happening. Hold on.
Oh shit, they've also got Hull Drifter!
Alright, I'm gonna just close this Discord stream real quick. Oh yeah. This is... Okay, I see their Hull Drifter. I see your cards at 320p. Huh.
Ooh, Hazard of the Dunes just has...
Oh, we have Hazard? Okay, yeah. I was thinking, like, is there a world where we activate Exhaust to get in for a bunch of them here? I don't think that's insane, but I think playing another guy is way better.
You think Hazard of the Dunes?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They just played a 3-2 flyer. Let's play a 4-4 reach guy. Not that they're attacking,
Hell yeah.
but...
And I'm revving the engine!
Oh, hell yeah. Wow, we're gonna get max speed at this rate. This will be great. If we don't draw a land next turn, I think there's a world where we should cycle Howlers Heavy to try to find the 3rd land, because we have 3 drops to play if we do. Oh,
Why?
This thing! Okay, interesting. Well, that doesn't actually matter to us too much, because we just played that blocker. I did not think my joke about reach was gonna matter. Here we are. It does count. Okay. I think it still might be worth... So if Howler's Heavy, when you cycle it, it shrinks a guy. So we might as well... If we go to combat attack with everybody, they might want to try to block Optimizer on something, and we can cycle Heavy to shrink their Optimizer, and then we don't lose our guy. That would be really good for us. And then if we draw a land, we play 3-drop. If we don't draw a land, we play Optimizer. Yeah.
Just attack with everyone?
I think attack with everyone is the first step. There's not really a way this goes wrong for us, I don't think. He probably either doesn't block at all or goes on Transit Mage, because we could exhaust at instant speed, and I'm sure they know how to read the card and know that that's a risk. Alright, that's fine. I think... Do we? Wait, hold on.
Yes.
If we exhausted here, that'd be 5, 4, 2, that's 11 damage getting in? That's a lot. Maybe we just...
Exhaust?
Maybe, yeah, actually? I mean, it puts them to 3. That's so low.
Yeah.
This doesn't develop us much at all, but like, we're really putting the hurt on them.
Yeah, we're putting them in the corner. We're
yeah, they do not have...
some mental pressure on them.
And we, thanks to the other ability of Guardian, any one of our guys can trample at any moment. That's unfortunate, but whatever. That one only kills artifacts, right? So we don't really care. Oh!
Oh,
right.
shit.
Oh, no, that doesn't give lifelink. Okay, good. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
But it has Vigilance, which is a little scary.
I mean, yeah, but we can also fuck it up with Heavy if we want. I mean, if we blocked our 5-5 and 4-4 in front of it, shrunk the guy, what would they get? What would they be able to do? What is Earth Rumbler's stats? It does trample, it does have vigilance.
We have
and
nothing
it
in the
has
graveyard
crew 3.
though.
It just you can crew 3 normally.
Oh yeah, true.
I was thinking Rover Blades, just so one of our big guys could have double strike, but Earth Rumbler is a trampler. I think that's just better. So I think we can play Rumbler and just leave everybody back. And if they want to attack, we probably just take the damage for a turn, and then we can start being a little bit more tricksy. And we could do something like, you know, play Transit Mage and Optimizer and use those to crew Earth Rumbler and attack with 4 guys. Yeah, I think we pass here, and they are really on thin ice, so they have to, like... I mean, their 6-8 Vigilance guy is definitely good, but... You know, that's basically the only thing preventing them from dying. It is not a strong lifeline. And they're still on speed 1.
True. Well, now they can make them unblockable, so they can at least get to speed 2.
If they do that, that is means they're not doing anything else in their turn. That's a great sign for us.
They're pretty low on cards.
You got to end the turn though.
Oh, thank you. My bad. I was like, what are they? What's taking
I was
them
wondering
so
if you
long?
were thinking of something, trying to think about something. Yeah, there's a world where they don't have anything better to play, but that means it's a very good sign for us, because we're not going to block that thing anyway. See, that's kind of more what I was afraid of, which isn't even the worst. It's just not great.
A little scary.
All right. Because this Howler's Heavy does let us get a little tricksy. Oh. Oh, right! Okay, that's fine. Just let that go. If they attack with the 6-8, I think we would just block with our 2 guys, though. Or at least now we would. Because we'd only lose 1 dude, and he'd lose a giant, 1 giant dude. Okay.
Hey, there's no cards in hand, so
Yeah, no, we're definitely...
we block with the 5/5 and the 4/4.
Absolutely. If the best case scenario is for them is we lose this 5/5 and they lost their 6/8 vigilance dude. Like, that sucks for them. I guess they could kill Hazard if they want, because technically it can be a 7/7 later. But either way, we're fine with it. Alright. I guess they're thinking their other Serpent gets to block Guardian forever, which kinda true. But Guardian gets to get anything trampled, so... Ooh, nice. We can play our Mammoth.
Yeah, just go for the Mammoth.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If we draw another
Give me
land...
another Mammoth, please.
2 Mammoths. 2 for 1 special. Bogo Pachyderms. If we draw a 7th land, we get to play Rollerblades and equip it on the same turn, which is going to be devastating. If we don't draw another land, we still get to do a bunch of great shit, so it's going to be good no matter what.
Alright, we still have so many cards we can play.
If we play Rover Blades, equip it on this Mammoth, and then have at least a 1 forest untapped to give that Mammoth trample. Oh, he gets a hit with us now. That's fair. I don't know if they can block, or I don't know if they'll live through that. That's fine. I do not think that's going to end up mattering. Okay, nice. So I think you play
We
for...
attack with everyone.
Oh, well,
I guess you could still survive.
I think attack with everyone might be right. I think you play Rover Blades and you... Well, here, let's actually... Imagine we play Rollerblades, we equip it on the Mammoth. If we then attack with everyone without saddling, the best case scenario for them is a chump block on Mammoth, 5/7 on our 5/5, and then a chump block on our 3/3. So they go to 1. They lose both 2 small guys. We lose Guardian. And then alternatively, if we saddle the Mammoth, they can trade outright for the Serpent, but that's fine with us because then Serpent's out of the way and they're fucked. And we have an extra Mammoth. I think I like that better.
So equip the blades to the Mammoth, saddle the Mammoth, and attack?
And just the Mammoth, yeah. Yep.
And we saddle it with, what, the Mage and...
yeah, I think, yeah, just the 2 smaller guys. Why not? I don't think that... We could also do it with the 5/5. It doesn't totally matter. If we were to lower life total, I'd say the 5/5, so we had more blockers, but I don't think it matters here. As is, now they have to throw multiple guys in front of Mammoth, and we get to kill at least 2 dudes, because if they just put Serpent, we trample over enough damage to kill them. Like, I don't know how they can come back from this.
Just attack with this?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Actually...
Oop.
Could we... Oh, I'm sorry. They were dead if we attacked with the other one. But they were dead this way, too!
Yay!
Because they can't block enough trample damage. Or no, they weren't dead if the other one, they would just have to have jumped with literally everybody.
Yeah, I
Would
had
have
fun.
been great. This is such a
Can't-
weird thing to come up.
Yeah. Always click the smile when I win, and I always click the frown when I lose.
I like to skip a lot because I'm like, this is a stupid question. I don't know. I'm using your program. Is that not response enough?
I need to refill my water.
That's
will
fair.
be
I'm
right
also
back.
gonna go get water actually.
Beer pack, chat.
Am I audible on the stream still? Oh, yep, that's yes.
Look what you are holding in your hand.
I don't know.
Oh, Samu, I don't know
What
if you're
is
still
it?
in here, but Loot Unlimited is the best counterpoint. It's incredible.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm listening to the wind-swept sound effects in your absence.
Alright, I'm thinking for this one, I'm gonna take more of the driver's seat on this one.
Oh, sure,
I'm gonna
yeah, I mean,
try
that's
and figure out what to
Thematically
do.
appropriate given the set.
I'm at least gonna say what I think would be
That's
the
a
move.
good. I like that idea. Let's do that.
Holy shit, it's the Mel Gibson.
Hopefully not.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm thinking I might have to mulligan this one.
I think you should keep it.
Really? You think so? Why?
Mulliganing Unlimited is just. It's so rough.
But I have no creatures other than this, but it requires land that I don't have.
So you're on the draw, which means you get an extra draw to find something, either an island or a guy. And any land gets you to Earth Rumbler, which obviously isn't an ideal first play, but you can play Rover Blades. I think it's not stellar, but I think that your average 6 is going to be a little bit worse than this.
Okay, I'll go with it. All right, yeah.
If you have enough, if you have the 3 to 4 lands, it's like almost always right to keep. Like that obviously sucks. We could definitely get punished for this.
Well,
Being down a whole card limit is just such a huge
I'm starting my engine.
issue.
Oh, Please draw an island. Ooh, what is this?
That guy doesn't have any power. Oh no!
Creature shadows and mounts and cruise vehicles using its toughness rather than its power. Okay. One of this creature becomes tapped on your turn, untap it.
That guy is good at enabling other things, but on his own, I think is very
Does
unimpressive. So it's certainly the type of thing you're happy to see when you're on a slow start.
Alright,
Drawing
this
a
time
double
we draw
blue
an
spell
island.
sucks.
This time we draw an island for sure.
This time for sure. All right, that guy's much better when there's something else out for him that has power. Oh,
Okay,
That's-
okay.
that's fine.
It's like I could do something with that.
Yeah, I think that's you are not unhappy about that. Let me put it this way: you'd rather draw him and then an island than the reverse order. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not strictly because you had 3 drops to play, but
Ooh.
you're still fine,
Okay.
right? So you could also do rover blades potentially.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about doing. Because I was thinking rollerblades at the moment just because it's the higher cost thing.
That's kind of where I'm thinking too. I don't think it's obvious either way, but like, there's a world where you want to start getting with double strike, which you can. Next turn you can play Guardian and crew that guy, and that guy will swing through the 0-4 on his own. I think that's defensible.
I could just screw him right now.
Oh, well, he doesn't have haste, so.
I thought vehicles didn't. Oh, vehicles still get something. Oh, okay.
Yeah, anything that is a creature, or could be a creature in the first turn, like even if you played an artifact that's not a vehicle and somehow made it a creature on the same turn, it would still have summoning sickness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird, but that's how it works. Unless it had haste. Oh. It's unfortunate this guy has a pretty good curve going. I mean, not amazing, but not exactly giving you a lot of breathing room over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit me.
Alright, even a forest would be not bad here. Oh, ha!
Okay.
Alright, that's actually,
Okay. Yeah, that's
for
not
a
bad.
non-land card, that might have been one of the better ones. So yeah, just jam those guys. If you don't draw anything good next turn, you can start growing them to 5/5s. That's not nothing. So, wait, before you do that, he can crew this 5/4, so and potentially trade with it. Or the inverse, you could try to leave rover blades on defense to trade with the 5/4 if he wants to attack.
Wait, what do you mean he could crew? Wait, what?
So his vehicle is a crew 1, 5/4. I'm sorry, their vehicle. Mel Gibson's vehicle.
Oh, shit, yeah, okay.
So,
It would still kill it, though.
yeah, but I think they are the ones on offense. So you having rover blades to potentially block that thing is a pretty significant factor. If you attack the rover blades, you will not have that. Oh, you see what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would be crazy to attack here. You've got like speed going. I don't know, but if you drew a land, it'd be a different story, right? But like, we might be stuck on 4 for a while, for all we know.
Yeah, this has been very unfortunate.
Guardian's good to have, but yeah, it basically gets to crew 2 things a turn, but I've literally never seen anyone take advantage of that. It is not common.
Can I crew that as, like...
You can crew after they declare attacks.
Okay.
Just be careful about pressing the pass button or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. They have some green lands up, which has me a little nervous, but you think I should crew it?
I think you should. I think there's, if they spend their turn on some kind of combat trick, that's a turn they're not playing more guys out, which in a way is it's not like you completely lose in that scenario. And you just, I think, need to slow them down. So, crew it again!
Now pass?
Now you pass to blockers, yes, and you can block with rover blades. And nothing has reached, so you can't block with anything else. I think this is fine. and then pass to regular damage. The fact that they do this is always so ridiculous to me. You could accrued a bunch in response if you wanted, I guess. Oh no, that sucks. Okay, but...
Oh,
Alright, well what do you think here, I guess, first?
I'm thinking I was gonna exhaust.
So I
Just
agree
to
with you, except
Put some fear in him.
you can exhaust at instant speed. So you can attack with both, and then choose which one to pump up later, based on who gets blocked or who doesn't get blocked, and if you want to kill a blocker versus if you want to just get more damage in.
I like that. Okay, I think that is something I would not have thought of. All right, yes.
Yeah, I think this is probably your only play, not just the best play. I would generally be inclined to kill the blocker.
I was thinking I want to kill that dude, especially because this person seems to have a lot of vehicles.
I mean,
so
if they do have a pump
I
spell,
want
I don't know, that sucks, but like, or if they have some kind of removal. All right, well that was gonna get you anyway. I think that's fine.
Still got attacked.
And you got, yeah. If you pumped the other guy, he would have killed that one, and then he would just block the 2/2. What does this do? Oh, you get to tutor a vanilla creature? That's fun.
Ooh, and they have a lot of land, so that might be something strong.
There's not, unless they have that 9/7. I would be surprised if they could find one that was better than just like 3 power or something.
The 9/7 hits the field.
Well, it doesn't go out. It goes into their hand, so it'd at least be a turn. But I mean, we're really we're losing to our deck right now. Is the main, it's turn whatever, and we've drawn 0 lands that weren't in our opening hand. That's unfortunate. Oh, they had nothing. Really? Nothing?
Wild. Okay.
Do you have one in your deck at all? Is it in your hand right now? Oh my god. All right.
Let's just do what we did last time. Basically.
I think this time you should be,
play defense.
So I'm thinking, I was going to say that, but then, they're not going to attack their 2/4 anyway, because we have a 3/3, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, you might as well just try to attack still. But again, just wait until they block. Why not? We can pretend we have something else to do. All right, now you can do it. And if we drew one of our 4/4 reach guys, we'd actually be pretty okay. If we could somehow get 2 islands.
Yeah, imagine if we drew 1 island, we'd be doing so good. Oh man.
Well, I'll just block the one guy the 2/4. I don't know what they're doing here. Do they have a pump everybody effect? If so, we're just dead anyway. I mean, fuck it.
They got sun in that hand of theirs.
I don't know what they're doing here, but if they've got a card that pumps their whole team, we're not going to win this game regardless of if they attacked with the ground guys or not. Oh, okay. That's the card I was worried he might have had earlier.
If they put down another card, oh, he has trample. Okay.
Yeah, all right. I was almost certain we were going to be dead, but we actually aren't yet. I think I don't know about Earth Rumbler, just because it's a guy. Oh wait, how many dudes do we have in the yard?
We have some dudes in the yard.
Is it just the one, or is it 2? It's that counts as 2.
Okay.
So what we really need to do is try to figure out, because right now we can block the ground guys just fine. We need to figure out how to stop the flyer. It's what is the line that gets us the farthest to doing that? And I think maybe Transit Mage to find Hull Drifter. That sucks so much, but if there was something we could do to draw a card to make it more likely to get an island, because what we really strategist would be our best way to do it. But I think this is the closest we could do. Yeah, take action always. I mean, this is one less card in the deck that makes it, infinitesimally more likely to draw an island. We are not outright dead, but we are very close.
Yeah,
but we could
survive with 1 HP.
I think we're at 20% right now to win. If we can stabilize, we are in a great spot. There's a lot of things they could draw to fuck us up, but if we draw an island here, I think we're fine. Or I think and they drew nothing, then I think we are now in the league, or at least in terms of, you know, getting forward momentum.
If we can get rid of those flyers.
Well, if we get to play strategist, his flyers get shrunk when they attack. He can't kill us anymore. Because we could, his 2-1 becomes a 1-2, we block it. His 1-1 becomes an 0-1, doesn't do any damage. Oh wait, fuck, that's so close.
Yeah, that's almost.
We're 1 if we could chump with it. But yeah, no, nah, we're dead, unfortunately.
Yep.
Alright, you can concede, you can play your blue spell if you want for your quest first, I guess. We really had to just find the island there. Oh wait, you're right. That's absolutely the correct play. Good job. I forgot that it had cycling. Yes, we could have found an island off that draw and been in it. We would have had exactly the right mana to have strategist.
Oh no, an artifact.
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped us. Yeah.
Oh man. Fuck.
That's alright. Yeah. You can just concede if you want. We can move on to the next one. Oh yeah. Style points.
I'm going out with a bang.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily think the keep was wrong, but that is why that is a borderline. This type of stuff can't happen. That sucks.
Yeah. I've been like, it's the same thing that I've shown. I've played lots of party houses. It's the same thing where it's like, okay, the first 2 people I drew the deck starts with 16 cards in it, and 4 of them are troublemakers. And the first 2 I drew were troublemakers. I'm like, well, if I draw 1 more, I lose. And you think it's like, what are the odds I'm gonna draw 1 of the other 2? It happens to me like 50% of the fucking time. So I'm just like, I don't do it anymore. It happens too many times.
But in this case, think about like, how many blue lands do we have? Like 8 or 9? So you draw your opening 7, that means there's 33 cards left in the deck. So the blue cards are somewhere around like 30% of the deck, right? And you had about 5 draws before the fact that we hadn't hit an island yet became a real problem.
Oh man, yeah.
To do the math out of like a 30% chance 5 times in a row, how likely is it to miss all 5 of those times? And it's pretty low. So like, it not obviously not 0. It's still, you know, substantial in a risk. But if we'd drawn a single island, we would have been great.
This looks like a good starting hand.
Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, I like this.
Alright, I think I'm gonna start with an island.
That particular decision is not super consequential, but I agree with your island. Alright, nice.
Alright,
nice.
I'm thinking we get the Guardian out first.
Alright, I think that's fine.
And
not
then we go for...
Yeah, genuinely I'm not sure which one I prefer. The fact that you're on the play does mean the 2/2 is stronger than normal, because better chance you get to attack with it.
Exactly.
But also, the longer you have, remember the mana guy, you want him out early so you can actually use him.
Ooh.
If that cruiser vehicle, the vehicle gets flying, right?
Yes.
Which is fine, but whatever. This is a situation.
Now, I'm thinking maybe the camera launcher.
Well, here, let me ask you, what is your plan for the turn after this when you're on 4 mana? And I don't say that as if I have something in mind, but I'm, like, curious.
Honestly, with this hand, I'm not entirely sure yet.
Because, like,
I was thinking possibly cycling the Howler's Heavy, because, like, its power is decent, but...
You know,
actually... I'd rather have something else from my deck.
Consider that if you go to combat and attack and they try to block you, you can cycle Howler's Heavy to shrink their guy and really fuck them over, and you still get to play a 2-drop this turn.
Okay.
I only just thought of that, but I think the risks to you of that are so low because you just do combat before you decide what you play the turn. And if I were them, I would block. Hell yeah. Alright, so now do that. Wait. Call and cancel. It's tapping your 2 islands. You need to leave. Oh, you have an island in hand, it wouldn't have mattered, but your 2-drop was blue, so you needed to make sure you would have had an island later. So you'll be fine in this case.
Have I played an island this turn?
No, you haven't played any lands. But imagine if you only had forests in hand, this would fuck you up. You see what I'm saying? Nice. Chef's kiss. You drew a card and killed their guy. I did
play a land this turn.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Are you sure?
Oh wow, I messed that all up. You could have then given your guy trample and done 1 point of damage. Oh well.
It's fine.
Can't believe I did that. That's the white card from that cycle. it gets first strike on their turn, which is good when they're attacking, but we're the ones
Yeah,
attacking.
seems alright.
So. Yeah. You gotta pass if you don't, unless you want to give your guy trample.
Shit. Alright, so here I'm thinking I'm gonna play this forest.
Yeah, and remember you can...
And now I'm gonna play the Guideline Optimizer, and then I'm gonna tap it to get the camera launcher out.
Okay, well, so you can't tap it the turn it comes out, because it's a creature, it has Summoning Sickness.
Alright.
Also, with 4 mana up, you could threaten exhausting your guy, so if you attack first, they're not gonna block, because you could turn into a 5/5 and kill their guy.
Okay,
So you might as well go through combat before you decide what you do. And you click next. And then don't do it. Just have them take it. Nice. All right, now. So think about next turn, right? You have a 5th land in hand, so you'll have 5 mana.
And I could use this to get the camera launcher out as well as Loxodon.
Or camera launcher and then activate camera launcher and get the 1/1, which is great either way. Maybe Loxodon is better in that scenario, actually. But either way, you would be able to do 2 things, which is, I think, a good tiebreaker. Because it also means when you get your 6th land, you can play Mammoth instead of having to choose between Mammoth and some of these other cards.
Out of the road. Vigilance, start your engines. Max speed at the beginning of combat. Oh, it's 2/5 with Vigilance.
Yeah, and at max speed, it can give something double strike on their turn, which is good if they're very offensive, but right now, it's whatever. I mean, they can attack with their guy, we'll take it. Like, I like the 2/5 plenty, but I don't think he's, like... It's not devastating from our perspective or anything.
Oh, he's a zombie.
Is he? Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna block because you would just lose your dude with given first strike.
Speed!
Meanwhile, if you play Mammoth next turn, or I'm sorry, Loxodon next turn, what are they gonna fucking do? Oh, that's nice. So I think, so remember you can again represent pumping your guy to a 5/5, so if you attack with all your mana open, they probably don't block. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Alright.
I mean, if they did block, we would be happy about that, because we just killed their guy.
Alright, now...
So yeah, you've your a bevy of 3-drops to choose from. I think any combination of them is defensible.
Yeah, I think Loxodon... Yeah,
I like
wanna go with Loxodon.
That's a good blocker, especially if you do. I like it.
Now, do I... Yeah, I think I want this, just to have... I think I want this.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's probably the same either way, but I'm not sure why, but I prefer launcher. Almost
shit.
for full value. You hate to see it. I mean, we love it, but...
Ooh, okay.
So you have the
and then
options.
I could also use the guideline here.
Yeah, so you have options here, several options. You can exhaust Camera Launcher or Greenbelt Guardian, and you can do that on their turn too, by the way, if you want to just, like, wait. You can play Transit Mage, Rover Blades, you can't equip Rover Blades, you can't play Mammoth. But I think you should...
I'm thinking I'd just do another attack with Greenbelt Guardian.
So, this time, they could block with Gravestalker, like, in this hypothetical situation, and then you would either lose your guy or spend all your mana to trade with that guy, which is much less favorable. Not saying it's necessarily bad, but, like, maybe it's worth just developing more this turn instead?
Okay.
Like Transit Mage and maybe planning to exhaust Camera Launcher at the end of their turn. Or play Rover Blades if you want. I think that actually is fine too. Do you have any guys in your yard? You have the Howler. Yeah,
Yeah, but that was it.
I mean, that's even just having one guy, I think, makes it so much better than 0. Because you don't have to use the guy, you can crew him normally. But the fact that you have that in reserve for just whenever is a huge deal. And so, like, next turn, you could put Rover Blades on something. If you draw a land, you can put Rover Blades on Greenbelt and then threaten pumping him then, and then it's much easier to attack through the 5/4. You could play Hull Drifter if you don't hit a land, just to find a land. That's considering you have a 6-drop in hand, that would make a lot of
shit,
sense.
this guy again.
That's fine. It's just another 5-4. He's already got one of those. Or they've already got one of those. And you have a very good blocks with your 2-2 double strike guys, so I don't think they're doing anything. Yeah. Our guys double strike all the time. Suck it, zombie.
Ooh.
So I like playing that a lot, but consider if you want to go to combat first with mana untapped. I'm not sure you are attacking, but you should decide first.
I think maybe attack with the green belt right now that we have the rover blades to help defend.
I think that's okay, but if he
And
blocks,
then get one of their, because they're, well, I guess we're both low cards, but
no,
I'm
but
getting
it
a
will-
lot if I play Hull Drifter.
yeah, if they block and you have to spend your whole turn pumping your guy, you don't get to play Mammoth. That sucks so bad.
True.
I think it's maybe no attacks after all. And then, yeah, that guy is just great. And you can put the skates on it.
It's also some, God, I would love to have some cards.
The fact that you have a 6-drop to play this turn, you can draw cards next turn, you know, and you're basically... Imagine you draw 2 cards this turn, you don't get to play any of them because you've got only 1 land untapped. You start next turn with... And then you play, you know, start next turn, you have 3 or whatever cards in hand, you play one of them. This way, you play Mammoth now, next turn you play Hull Drifter, you still draw those 2 cards, you can't play them that turn. But in that scenario, you already have Mammoth out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
They got us.
We can't do anything about that. Oh, God!
That was actually a good reason to play Hull Drifters to block that starting next turn, but I still think Mammoth is so good. You can also exhaust Camera Launcher.
I don't want this guy getting max speed.
Oh no, it's probably not gonna. You can exhaust Camera Launcher to make a 1-1, and that trades with their 1-1 too. Ooh, okay. Which, that makes it a little bit harder, but certainly not impossible.
Well, we can equip the Hull Drifter with the rover blades, maybe, ideally.
I think...
Oh,
with Reach Guy. Okay, so
Oh.
if you play Hull Drifter and draw a land, you have enough mana open to also exhaust Camera Launcher this turn, which means you could block... Hold on. Could block both of their flyers. Alternatively, you have a Reach Guy now, which also just gets there on its own. But it doesn't draw you cards, so there's much lower chance of you... You know, you're not going to find the land, and you obviously have a bunch of stuff you want to spend mana on. But if you don't find the land, so basically the riskier play with the higher upside is Hull Drifter, the safer play is Hazard. I think both are perfectly...
I think I want to go with Hazard.
I think that's... How much... Okay, I think that's good, because
Well,
actually
he
then
can still get 2 attacks on me, because he's going to have 2 flyers, so I won't be
then
able
you
to block
still
both
have
of
enough
them.
mana up to activate Camera Launcher after that because of Optimizer, so I think that actually is the better play, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I realize I still had enough for Camera Launcher as well.
And now your next question is, do you want to throw your big mammoth away? I think it's pretty reasonable to do that.
I think so, yeah.
Get another elephant.
Whittle down some of their creatures.
Yeah. So don't do that yet. You can do that on their... Oh, it's fine. You can do it on their turn, so there's no need to, like... Now, if they have some world where they have a sorcery speed removal for the 1/1 token, they get to kill it and get past it. But it's not super important. Yeah, just do with whoever is all good. And then attack with... Yeah, nobody else other than that guy. And if he wants to trade with one of his 5/4s, I think we're fine with that, because we get to keep a bunch of 3/3s in the deal. It would be great if we could have put the skates on the mammoth, but I think this is still more than
Why are
fun.
these... What? Oh, this is ones I can't attack with. Second thought, I thought they were already selected for attack. I was like, what?
Nope, just eligible. Eligible mammoth bachelors in your area. Alright, that's kind of what I was expecting.
Alright, get it out of here.
Yeah. This is fine. We're good with this. You gotta hit next.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just so conditioned to seeing the glowing orange, oval in the corner. Alright, I think you're good. Ooh,
shit.
interesting. That's not the biggest deal.
Lifelink and indestructible. Ooh.
Yeah, so, but that's not really gonna change much. They're targeting their token? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So what they're probably gonna do here is saddle the glider, attack with the token in the glider, and I think you should put the Hazard of the Dunes on the glider and put your token in front of their token, which is you lose your guy, they keep theirs, but they don't get to max speed. They lose their glider. That's quite bad for them. Yeah, no, that actually seems like a great scenario for us to be in, actually. We also get to play Hull Drifter, so we're going to have another blocker next turn. Potentially. Yeah.
Alright, now... Gotta get something to block this up. Well, oh no, I'll still have my worm. Yeah.
Yeah, and Hull Drifter, so that's still 2 blockers. At worst. They
Oh,
agree!
okay.
Yeah, honestly, that... I understand why they went with that line, but I don't think it was a good one, because they basically just lost Glider for nothing. And they knew about Hull Drifter. It was we revealed it when we drew it out of the deck. Nice, nice. I think one more win. If you what are the prizes if you page over the 4 wins? So you're already guaranteed that. 450 is pretty good. What's 5? Ooh. Is 5 the break even? That looks like the break even price. So if we can get 2 more wins before 2 more losses, you get the equivalent of the entry fee back in gems, which is nice, and you get the pack or whatever, so bonus. If we do better than that, it's even better.
Hell yeah. So far we're doing pretty good.
I think usually around 4, I think usually 5, sometimes in between 4 and 5 is the break even for these like 7 run-up things.
Okay.
Ah, interesting.
I'm nervous this hand. It's like I see potential here, but also I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
I'll say I like keeping it, again, because mulligans suck, but the thing I think that puts it over the edge is Howler's Heavy can cycle.
Yeah, that's...
Which means you get a whole nother look at your...
Make you thinking, like,
and you just need one of any other land to play 2 transit mages. Gear Seeker's going to get cheaper as you play these artifacts out. This is much better than your forest hand from before, although it is also risky. But I think
this one seems less risky.
Yeah, this is a class above.
At least the lands are of the same color.
Yeah, precisely. Oh, okay. I mean, it's another 3-drop you can play when you get a 3rd land.
Refueler or Cycle?
I'd just play Refueler. You can get a lot of value out of Cycler later, like we did last turn when we killed one of their guys. So like, there's no need to just fire it off quite yet. If you just draw a forest off the top, you'll 100%
oh my
have
God.
wanted to play the Refueler. Yeah. So
Transit Mage?
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Hull Drifter?
I think either one.
I think the ability to cycle into the.
Yeah, Earth Rumbler I think is stronger in the abstract, but drawing 2 cards is always good. So I don't.
Yeah, like when do you?
You're gonna. I mean, you probably are gonna play the other Transit Mage. So like, realistically, you're gonna get both soon anyway.
True.
And then you can crew with Transit Mage, right? Yeah.
Here I come!
Now this is the scenario where if the next card you draw is Earth Rumbler, that's such a feel bad. Because then your Transit Mage is useless.
Well, then we could play Camera Launcher, I guess.
Oh no, you'd still be fine. It's just like, it's so unfortunate, you know? Ah, that guy.
There he is.
That's a good example of the thing you could fuck over with Cycling Heavy. Oh, hey!
Oh shit, it's the dude from the trailer.
I like him. They are in a very bad position to take advantage of him, but I like that card. It's fun. So yeah, this is if you imagine you attack here, if they block with the 0-4, whatever. Nothing happens. So they block with the 3-1, trying to trade with whatever guy you attacked with. Howler's Heavy, shrink them, kill their dude, and you draw a card which might be a land, which is obviously very nice.
Attack, you think?
Well, okay, I was going to say you could attack with a 3-3, but yeah, either way. I think they're going to block no matter what you do. Wow, really? Not even the 0-4? Never mind. Okay, cool.
Dude,
they're scared. Okay. Alright, yeah. Well, this scenario, yeah, maybe like... actually... well, between Camera Launcher and Transit Mage, which one do you think you'd prefer?
I feel like since we've drawn a land, I think I'd rather get the Camera Launcher out just to get some more bodies out.
So, I agree, but Well, I agree with your premise, but I think if you play Transit Mage, you get Earth Rumbler out of your deck. That means you can't. You're slightly more likely to draw a land.
A little bit of removal. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
like
like-
that idea.
It's so marginal, but like that's the tiebreaker. Is
Yeah.
just get your value to Transit Mage now, just to eliminate the possibility of you know, it going wrong later.
Makes a lot of sense.
I do think Camera Launcher would have been perfectly fine there. I wonder if he's got a Packdoll Terror. That's what I would expect. Oh, he's trying to mill you. Interesting. That is going to be
Okay.
hard to do when they don't have any speed. Well, they have 1 speed. This card does absolutely nothing, basically, until max speed, and then then it's a threat.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's a land.
Now I'm starting my engines.
Hell yeah. So I
Hazard?
think you should consider figure out your combat first before you figure out what you're going to play for the turn.
Well,
Because you can run this back the same idea of if they block, you do heavy, but now you have to consider if they do heavy. If you do heavy, you don't get to play a 4-drop this turn, which is obviously worse.
yeah.
But you still kill one of their guys, it's not nothing.
Yeah, I
And
do
they
like
didn't block
putting the fear
last
in 'em.
turn. They might not block again. Also, you have exhaust mana
Attack
up
with
the
both?
bike. Yeah. They can't really block the bike now because you threaten to pump it up to a 4/4 with the exhaust ability. So, which like if they block the 3/1 on your bike, I would just do exhaust instead of heavy. You draw a card either way, but now you have a permanent 4/4 on the
Yeah,
field as well. And yeah, just let that happen and it's whatever.
Alright.
Hell
Speeding
yeah,
up.
ramping up.
Alright.
Gotta go
Now
fast.
I'll throw out Hazard, maybe?
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good play. This 4th land really, really... See, this is like the other game. If we'd drawn a 9, we'd have been in great shape. Just how in this game, we drew a force, we drew a 4th land, we're in great shape. That's why you keep these types of hands. Ooh, that's a great sign for us.
Ooh, yeah, that's not a good sign for them.
Ugh, love it. And they know we have 2 bangers in our hands. Wow, really? And they okay. So you normally want to.
What do stun counters do?
It just means instead of untapping the next 3
okay.
times, he just stays tapped. It's good if they had a bunch of aggressive guys and they needed to stop a blocker of yours, but as is, it's kind of just anemic.
Okay, let's see here. A lot of options here. I'm thinking possibly cycling the Howler and then playing Camera Launcher.
I think it's a lot better to cycle or Howler this turn than if you were forced to do it last turn, but you also don't have to decide if you want to cycle it until they block. Or until after you know what their blocks are. And I just let that happen. Well, actually, so you could
Exhaustion
exhaust
out.
Refueler to kill that guy. I mean,
Yeah, I like that.
I almost prefer playing a 5-drop, but like this is just this is free value. I mean,
Yeah, I think.
I think you gotta do this. This
I'm
is
going
too
in on
good.
this. Getting another draw.
Yeah,
Starting my engines.
hell yeah, and it's a permanent 4/4 now, so it's not. You don't have to tap down a trinket mage or a transit
I
mage.
can attack
anymore.
with more shit.
Yeah. I guess they knew you had 5-drops, so like I kind of see their logic there, but I don't know. Now that sucks for them. Like
Yeah, huge for us.
we have a 4/4 already that's just gonna wake back up in a turn or 2 turns. Like
Ooh, what do I do? What do I do? I have a lot of choices here.
Earth Rumbler is a really good attacker if you can get him out. I mean, you know, it takes a
Yeah,
turn.
I think.
But Hull Drifter is a worse attacker, but will draw you lands to make it more likely that you get to the hazard.
I feel like we're doing pretty. We have a lot of cards in hand already.
Oh, yeah,
and
we're-
we've got a decent amount of lands compared to them.
We're doing great, but that's the kind of the balancing, you know, the choice you have to make right now is like, are you trying to, you want to kind of build up your pressure right now, or do you want to kind of try to shore up for even a stronger later game? Wow, risky. Okay. If we had another
Oh.
card to
Yeah,
draw
if
from our
only we
deck,
had
that would
another
have been
big card
so
in this
good. Oh well.
Oh, I gotta hit next.
You play to land this turn, right?
Speed and... yes, I think.
Keep in mind, too, if you play out some artifacts, your Gear Seeker Servant's going to get cheaper, and it'll be easy to play it alongside something else in a future turn.
True.
So that's... I think... Oh, and Camera Launcher, you could play it and Exhaust in the same turn. That's 2 artifacts. You know, there's all... But Camera Launcher is so much of a, you know, slower play than, like, Earth Rumbler. I wouldn't play Transit Mage again, just because we can't draw anything off it. And you can exhaust on their turn, so no need to do that. Now,
How do you think about the guideline optimizer?
I think that's reasonable. This or activating launcher is that whole like which one's more expensive thing for me, but I think both of them are good.
I'm gonna go with this. I know
All
it's not using
No,
up
I
all
think
my
that
mana, but
I think that makes a lot of sense.
you also use that to maybe get Hull Drifter out for cheaper.
This also guarantees that you have 7 mana to exhaust Hazards of the Dunes now.
What is this?
He makes
Target
2.
one
I'll let you read it.
Yeah. Trade 2 1/1 colorless stop to artifact creature tokens of flying. Then the chosen player loses X life, and you gain X life. Or X the number. Okay.
It's a very good card, but it's not gonna help him too much here.
Yeah.
You know, Grey Merchant of Asphodel?
I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it does.
It's a 5 mana black creature that you know what the devotion mechanic.
Oh my god! I forgot I can give our creatures haste.
Oh, now you can. Yeah. Did you have max speed already?
Yeah, I got max speed.
Was that just last turn though? I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this is the first time haste is relevant. Anyway, people call Haunt the Network the Grey Merchant of Asphodel this set, which is a huge compliment to Haunt the Network. Is where I was going with that. I think Plow Through is really good to have in hand for if they play a big spell later, which is very possible for them to do. They have 3 colors of mana. They haven't played anything particularly impressive. So, good to have that, but you don't necessarily do it yet.
I think I attack with these 2.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah. It'd be great. So they're probably going to do some blocking. I think you're going to use the heavy this turn, probably.
That's my plan. Yes.
So the question here is...
Now I do it?
Yeah, just do we want to... If you do that, you have 5 mana left with the Optimizer, so you could play something like Hull Drift or Earth Rumbler. Yeah, okay, this looks great. Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
I don't think you played a land yet either, so...
Nope.
You can play Gear Seeker now. Which might be better than the other 2, because it doesn't have to get crewed, it's just a 5/6.
It seems pretty good.
They're also at 10. This can be unblockable. 2 Gear Seeker hits kills them.
Yeah, I feel like just having that out's gonna put so much pressure on them.
Yeah. I mean, they're already doing pretty bad, but like, their best case scenario, they have 2 more turns to live. This is the first of those 2. That's not gonna do anything. You had a second one? Oh man, that's so cool. I feel bad we're destroying them.
Shit.
Do you have a... Wait, do you have a mounter vehicle out?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh wait, I thought that was a vehicle. Oh no, I don't.
I mean, it will just come out tapped, which is not a big deal, but in case if we want to play like Hull Drifter, you might draw an untapped land, so... I basically don't play that until later in the turn. You don't have to yet.
Okay. I was tempted to honestly just plow through this and then just attack.
Oh no, you do not need to plow through. That thing is gonna probably get thrown into the fucking as a speed bump in front of something. So Hazard of the Dunes you can tap out to make it a 7/7, and you can do that after they block. So you could attack with your big guys, see what they do. I would maybe save Optimizer because it's the only one that could kill efficiently. And you're gonna use the mana. But yeah, I think this is great. But now we're going to save Plow Through for in case they play like a really big guy that's very hard to deal with. And 0-4 is nothing to us right now. Okay, so wait, if you
exhaust this maybe?
If you do, they go to 1? Yeah, go for it. Sure. That looks, and you can play your lands or not.
Oh, oops. Yep. Nope. I'm too like I know it's over, dude. They're done. They're done.
I do think that's very likely. Yeah. Haunt the Network's great. It's much better when they've been able to attack the whole game. It's in fact extremely strong in most scenarios. That was unfortunate. Hell yeah, tier 2 of bronze.
Breaking up, let's go.
Only one more tier to go, and then silver, gold, the other ones, and then you're done. And you have...
I want to draft against people.
Well, if we win one or two more
what?
times, you'll have enough gems for it, I think.
Play 5 brawl games now.
Oh,
I've,
nice.
I've also got regular Aether Drift, I think.
Aether Drift, yeah, probably. Oh, I think that was your I don't even think that was your Spark rank. I think that was your regular rank. But yeah, Premier Draft Aether Drift, that's the normal one. Against people. So it costs 15 normally.
Whoa.
I think if we win a couple more in your bot draft and cash out, you might have that much. Or at least very close.
I don't know. Nope. Oh yeah, I have a pack. I saw I had some packs. Like, well, I gotta wait to open those on stream. People love opening packs.
Alright.
Oh, there's that guy Gravestalker again.
Gravestalker's great. Rare wild card is great for aspiring brawl players. That can be whatever rare rat you want it to be.
Yeah.
And I think that Vren deck ended up not needing as many. Ooh, I like that guy.
Oh yeah, I have another one now. I already had one.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't say first. Well, it's still good. I think that's pretty good.
Seems not bad. All right, let's continue this.
Yeah. If you click the quick draft button in the middle on the sidebar there, it'll just bring you right back.
All right, so
you
I'll
can't
need to
get enough.
Some more gems.
You're basically priced into waiting until you have 10,000 gold, or unless you want to buy gems, but you know, fuck that. But once you get 10,000 gold, you go into a draft, and even if you only win 1 or 2, you'll have enough gems to do a second draft. So
Okay.
that is the secret to how I have so many gems.
Yeah, I was genuinely blown away when I saw how much you had. I was like, holy shit.
I just get enough 3 and 4 win runs, and I never play enough in 1 month to get my MMR high enough to play against better people, I don't think. Which is, like, kind of unfortunate, but I'm also, like, not in practice enough that I would want to always play at the top of the ladder either.
It's having a hard time finding some people now.
Yeah, this is a slightly longer than usual, but not so surprising, I guess. The quick drafts definitely have less people than the normal ones. There you go. Hey, Pinkie Pie.
Oh my god. Amazing. All right.
Oh, nice! You can play your tap land on turn 1 too, and no downsides. Yeah, this seems great. Which 2-drop do you think you're gonna play? I feel like they're all defensible.
I was like, I was thinking the refueler just to get it out, like get the summoning sickness out of the way.
I will say I kind of like Optimizer so that you could potentially tap it for mana as early as next turn. Imagine, cause yeah, next turn you can play Refueler and Guardian off of Optimizer 3 lands.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like a lot of people are going for the Optimizer.
I love this guy.
We've seen this in like 3 decks, I think.
It sucks so bad to draw like more than 1 in a game, but playing him on turn 2 just is so nice. Hey, it's the boy. I keep thinking he's a shark, but that is an octopus. His silhouette looks sharky.
Alright, so now we play...
I'd play Greenbelt first,
Guardian.
just so the auto tapper doesn't accidentally fuck you over.
And now the...
Yeah! Next turn you could do... you can activate Refueler, you can activate Guardian, and on either of those you draw a card because of Refueler.
And I pray to God I draw something other than a line.
Oh! Okay, this bounces a card to your hand, which is... this is a good card, but it's not super devastating in this scenario. I wonder what they'll put back.
Ooh. They got a 4/4 already, damn.
This is like, this kind of undoes your efficiency, but like, that just means you're back to normal? It's not so bad. Definitely not gonna block that. No. So now the question is, oh, okay. I think I think there. So you can play one of your two. You can play refueler and then one of the other guys. Well, careful. Okay, now you can only play camera launcher.
Oh.
I was gonna. Yeah, that's what.
Why
I was
would it
talking
tap
about.
like that if the only other card I had was a blue card?
The game.
Oh, I guess because this.
Yeah, it's prioritizing giving you that. It also is just like not when there's these like tap for specific types of mana thing, like something that can only be used in artifacts. The auto tapper doesn't always like factor that in very well, because it was basically thinking to itself, would this player rather have their guy tapped or their island tapped? Well, surely their island. You know?
All right. Well, I guess I'm getting this out.
Yeah, that seems good. You can do a lot of exhausting and drawing cards off of all that. It's gonna be pretty good.
Unfortunate.
Let's see, you have 2 4-mana exhaust abilities, 1 3-mana exhaust ability. So next turn you could do Transit Mage and exhaust Camera Launcher, or just exhaust one of the other 2 guys, or I don't know if you draw something. Oh shit! That's hilarious.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I forgot this card existed. Okay, there's a
What if
world where you want
If I quickly
to.
crew. Oh, I can't crew. Damn.
You could have if you did it before that happened.
Yeah.
And I think you should have, because you could have blocked and traded with the 4/4.
Well, I wanted to crew, but I couldn't once that card was out.
No, when it's on the stack before it resolves, you can crew at that time.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
It was lit up.
I
It's
did.
just yeah. Oh, all right. Well, that's probably best here. I don't think it was.
Hazard?
Yeah. I don't think it was crazy to not crew, because like Refueler's very good to have around. So it's good that it didn't die, but like, yeah, that's awkward.
Just and
Yeah. Yeah, so now I think you're in the position of like exhausting Refueler draws you a card and makes a permanent 4/4. That's probably what you want to do next turn.
yeah.
On their turn, they can't do anything too scary. You should probably consider trading 4/4s if they give you the option. Oh shit! All right, well.
I tried the 4/4.
Well, no, so they probably are representing they have a trick, like that first strike thing. And if they have that, what do we want to do? I think blocking the... If you block that guy, he has to tap out, which isn't nothing. But maybe you still block the 4/4. It forces him to do it, and it, you're going to have another 4/4 next turn anyway? Yeah, I think this is maybe the best no matter what they do. If I knew the other tricks in the format, maybe it'd be different. Oh, shit. Is he just trying to push damage through? That's a good sign.
He's also hoping maybe he draws a card that gives him a buff.
Maybe. I mean, if he could still have the, Yep, that guy gets...
Synergy.
He could still have... Oh, okay. I'm pretty happy with this. I guess they're just trying to go, you know, super aggro to get you. Ooh. Okay, that makes 2 dudes. You should play that instead.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that was fantastic.
That was the dream draw.
Honestly, actually, I think so.
Well,
No, you have to do that.
why not crew with the 3/3 elephant?
Well, you want 2 blockers, and if you crew this turn, your elephant's tapped
Oh,
down.
that's right. It's only crewed for the turn. It's crewed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And next
I'm
turn...
thinking it'll say crewed until my next turn.
Oh, no, that'd be neat, but no. You can crew him whenever. Next turn, if you activate Refueler and draw a card and you draw a land, you can also play Transit Mage. That'd be nice.
All right. Should I crew now that it's their turn?
No, it's... Well, first, it's not their turn yet. It's the end of yours still. They haven't untapped yet. They got Lightning Strike? Huh, okay. No need to crew now either. I think you just let that happen, that's fine.
All right. All right.
Interesting. That's worse, because that's flies, but it's... They don't have the 5th land for it yet, so it's not the
We
fastest.
can at least pull our Thopter out eventually.
Yeah, we'll almost certainly... I mean, unless we wanted to... Well, we'll find out. Alright. Cool, that's good for us. All right, I think
Exhaust them?
yeah, you might as well do that first. It doesn't really change anything, I don't think. Yeah.
Should I make sure I have mana for what?
You
do I have
should.
mana?
It's 3 islands and 1 forest, it looks like. Yeah. So you'll have the transit. The auto tabber is much better if the card is in your hand. Oh no! Well, it's fine.
Oh,
Just get the other one. You weren't going to play it this turn anyway, so it's not super important. Alright, now we should consider, should you attack with the mammoth? You'd have to
saddle it.
What is it saddle for? 5?
5.
And you'd have no, because you have to tap. You basically tapped on all your blockers except the new 3/3. I don't think that. I think you should start doing that next turn. But here, I don't think you can justify it. But we need to start going on offense ASAP because we don't yet have an answer to the flyer. So yeah,
maybe
I think
attack with the refueler.
Interesting. So if you do, they almost certainly.
They'd have to block with at least 2 creatures, then we get to choose which one to get rid of.
I like that. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. And we'd probably try to kill Buccaneer. We still have adequate blocks on the way back, and this is what we need to do to get pressure on them so that, we could potentially outrace the flyer. Nice. Dang, good call, good call.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Yeah. Alright, this is this awkward part of the game where we don't want to see a land from them, but if we don't, it means they have all spells, which is also bad. So hopefully they have all spells that are too expensive for them to cast. That's the dream.
This looks like the face of mercy to you.
Well, that's okay. It's funny, they don't know about Hull Drifter, which does virtually nothing for us, but it makes them more incentivized to put all their eggs in that basket.
Alrighty.
Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Oh, I was just thinking that'd be the perfect draw. Okay, I think
man.
you should. Okay,
Just
so
play it.
well, yes, but what I just. So, general rule of thumb: if you're ever going to play a card that draws you cards, do that before anything else. So I'm just trying to decide: are we also playing Hull Drifter this turn? If so, we should play it first. But what I'm thinking is, if we play, how many creatures do you have in your graveyard right now? Creatures or vehicles? Oh, that's a lot. Okay. If you play Earth Rumbler, you can crew it. The same turn, it will be summoning sick, but it can saddle the mammoth, and then you can still leave up blockers. And Earth Rumbler will be and you can also plow through with Earth Rumbler, which doesn't matter actually in this case. But
all right, so I play this. I think crew it.
Crew it with exile a guy. Exiling whatever. And now plow through Earth Rumbler to kill their flyer.
Wait, what?
Plow through to have Earth Rumbler fight their flyer. I'll explain why in a second when we're done and the timer's not running. This puts...
Does that make it still trample? Okay, no.
No. Okay, now saddle Mammoth. Don't click next.
Saddle
with Earth Rumbler. Yeah. And now attack with Mammoth and maybe also Refueler? Because you'll have 2 blockers back, and this is 9. That's a lot. This is a little risky, but I think it's fine.
We can also crew the Earth Rumbler again next turn.
Well, it'll be tapped on their turn, but yeah. So,
okay.
If you had
never
fought
understand
with...
how vehicles work.
Yeah, that's fair. If you had done Plow Through with Mammoth, Mammoth would have had 3 damage on it, and they could have blocked with...
Oh, that's scary.
That kills us, unfortunately. It's a 4 power fly and haste guy. Oh well. But Mammoth would have had 3 damage on it, and so they could have blocked with their 2/2 and killed Mammoth. Since we fought with Earth Rumbler, it made it so they couldn't block Mammoth, or couldn't kill Mammoth. Does that make sense?
Damn, that was so... Yeah.
Yeah, you got pass. So, even though it ended up not mattering, it was technically the tighter play. That's a rare. I mean, those are gonna get you sometimes. Sometimes you just get hit by flying haste rares.
All right, we're on 2 losses.
Yeah, we're on the bubble, but that's okay. We're doing pretty good. We're at a 2-win to 1-loss ratio. even if we lost this game, 4 wins on 3s, that's a winning record. That's already pretty good. I think 4-3 might be the best I've done in this format so far. I keep like flaming out on like 3 wins tops. It's rough. It feels like I have such strong decks and then I get flooded or whatever. But that is just how it goes. Oh, alright. Is it Mel Gibson again? No, it's Vanilla Ice. I'm sorry, Vanilla Bryce.
Oh, it's a little bit higher rank. All right, let's see.
That's...
This seems fine.
Yeah, I like this. You got a 2, you got a 3, you got a 4. That's fantastic. He's silver, but low silver, it's materially the same rank as you. It just means
I don't know what the initiate means. It's not like...
Oh, it's nothing important. As you unlock those little achievements, you can get little titles. Initiate's one of the early ones. I don't remember what it's for, but it's not anything that's like hard to get. It's like play 25 games or something like that. I don't know. Oh, that's great news.
Okay.
Once again, you've drawn Hall Drifter already, so you have the one option. Still totally fine. Man, I really want to, like, attack with Earth Rumbler at least once.
It would be nice.
So good. We'll see, we'll see. If you draw a land here, you can play it thanks to Optimizer.
That'd be nice.
Alright, well.
Okay.
Probably just do that and attack. I mean, at the very least...
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have blockers. That's not nothing. And you're shrinking the cost of your Gear Seeker Serpent. Ooh, what does this person do? They get to go find a mount or a vehicle, and then more. If any counters would go on something, then more go. Okay. So like, very good with exhaust.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine, but I think it's if they don't have a good thing to get, that's good. But they
that card looks familiar.
Yeah. Oh no, I guess they almost certainly have the mana for it.
Ooh.
Dang. All right. Well. Okay. So, what do you want to do? I guess.
I was thinking maybe exhausting the camera.
I think that's fine, but you don't have to do it now. Remember, you can do that at instant speed, even on their turn.
Yeah, but just doing it on instant, I guess on their turn, yeah.
It's also nice to like. If, you know, maybe they haven't decided what they want to block with yet, and it gives them less information to work with. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think if they block...
I think you should... Yeah, I think that's fine.
That's
I mean...
a win for me.
Yeah, it would be unfortunate if they block your Optimizer, but I can't imagine they want to do that. Because they would lose either their vehicle or their person. If they lose their vehicle...
I can exhaust it while it's tapped, right?
Yes. I actually am very happy if they get rid of this vehicle, because that thing taps for mana. That means we delay their Mammoth by a turn. This is great. Alright, go to next. You don't have to exhaust yet either.
Oh.
Makes sense? Okay, now I would exhaust it. Just get a random 1/1, whatever. Yeah, I'm really surprised they did that. They could have played Mammoth this turn. Now they have to wait a whole another turn. I mean, maybe they have something else good to play, but like... Mammoth would have devastated us.
Oh, absolutely.
And now we have a flyer, which is not super relevant here, but...
It's not nothing.
Not nothing. That strategist... Oh, yeah. Crazy. They played us so much smaller an elephant than they had to. Oh, that guy's good though. That's unfortunate.
Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this match.
Yeah. You know. If we draw a land here, I think we're still in good shape. Just it's tenuous. Okay.
Okay, we can get the
we can if we play Hull Drifter, it makes it more likely we've drawn more lands later. Hull Drifter can be animated to block any of these guys. And it just uses the 5 mana instead of 4 mana. I think I like that slightly better. Really just for the chance of drawing more lands, because we want to get we want to put our own Mammoth out ASAP, you know? Okay, great. Yeah, now next turn you could play Refueler and Strategist.
I'm nervous with this one.
Ooh, they didn't have a 6th land to play their Mammoth. They really shouldn't have got rid of that bike. I think what you want to do here is block something with Hull Drifter and trade. Just anything they give you the chance to. Okay?
Their deck is very similar to ours.
Okay, great.
Don't we have this in our deck?
I think we ended up not getting one.
Okay.
Alright, so just be very careful about when you click pass here. Because we're going to animate the Hull Drifter almost certainly after they attack, but before we block. If we can block and kill that 1/1 flyer, that'd be very good for us, because that thing puts counters
Pass?
on stuff. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, pass here. What? Okay. In this case, I think you should still block with Hull Drifter, because we need to slow them down. Well, you're gonna play a flying blocker next turn anyway with Strategist. So you're basically, this is your chance to get value out of Hull Drifter. I think it's worth taking.
Okay, I see the logic.
If Hull Drifter didn't have such a high crew cost, that'd be one thing. But like, you know, just get that out of here. We're good. We got something out of it. So now, yeah. So Strategist also has Vigilance flying, which is great. I think you. But yeah, playing Strategist into Refueler. And yeah, that just seems good to me. Sorry to say this before you've decided, but
No,
we've entered a very complicated.
We're in a tough situation. All right.
Yep. And I think we'll just pass. This is actually great. We're doing pretty good because now if they play Mammoth, there's a good chance we untap and also play Mammoth. Real question. Can you hover over that Caradora Heart of Alacria thing again? If any counters you put on creature vehicle, that many +1. Okay. So that, if you read what the 1/1 Flyers does, that's why we want to kill that flyer as much as possible. And we're in a good spot to do it because we have the 2/2. They can trade with the 2/2 because they could put a counter on their Lagarin, and that would mean it would be 2 counters. It would be a 3/3. Strategist shrinks it to a 2/3. We could block with the 1/1 and the 2/2. We definitely would take that, but it's unfortunate. Oh, but they didn't saddle. Okay, that's a good sign for us. Okay, good.
My turn.
Yeah. Honestly, they should absolutely have been saddling that thing. It's so much value with your current setup. So think about if there's a way for you to do 2 things this turn.
Well, we could do, I think, this. No, we're short.
Yeah, I think,
Could we exhaust this and then do the Green Belt Guardian?
No. Well, you can if you tap the optimizer to exhaust.
That's what I was
But I
thinking.
think it's so much more important to get bodies out. I think Gear Serpent is really good, and also Hazard is good because it has reach. It makes it much harder for them to ever attack with the Lagarin.
True, yes.
So I think it's kind of a combination of those two.
I'm thinking of the Hazard because this making it weaker makes it so we're going to be safe from
Yeah, I think that's got to be... It's tough, but I think that's fine. It'd be great if you had one more... I don't know, we just want to land, basically. I think the tiebreaker for me is you might draw another small artifact later and Gear Seeker might get even cheaper. Like, I don't know, maybe there's a world next turn where we draw a land and play Greenbelt Guardian and Earth Rumbler, and then Gear Seeker becomes only a 3-mana play. I don't think...
And I'm not attacking with anyone,
Actually, that thing has Vigilance. And nothing has Reach. They've just got a 1/1 blocker, so yeah, you can attack with that guy. Yeah. Get him. They're checking.
Like, oh god, someone's gotta have reach, right?
Unfortunately, not. All right.
God,
Great.
this dude had vigilance.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. That guy. He's so good. That guy's a bomb. I'm glad we finally get to experience it. Haha, that's fine.
Oh shit!
I mean, it's not great, but like we also just played a guy that can be a 7/7, so whatever, and can draw a
little
card
scary.
when we make him a 7/7. This thing is annoying. The Lagak. Now let's see what they do. They've been playing pretty timid, which is a good sign for our chances. Can I do the doubles? Well, they didn't leave them in. Doubles, right?
I just hope we draw a damn force.
Ooh, they could animate the shoes. They didn't. And then put a counter on the shoes, which wouldn't be nothing. Actually seems pretty good. You gotta pass.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's good. Wow, they're playing scared? Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so that's... We can't play Mammoth.
Could do Earth Rumbler.
Earth Rumblers, I kind of want to think about exhausting something this turn. So that becomes a 5/5, which is... Oh, actually...
I think we need this to maybe save us from Tarion.
So Tarion, we can throw Transit Mage in front of Tarion for a turn.
True.
If you swing with... So what I think we should do is go to combat, swing with Strategists, see if they block. If they don't block, there's a real world where we should pump Don't do that yet. We should pump Strategist up to a 5/5 because it draws us a card, and 5 is half of their life total. So yeah, swing with that guy.
Alright, don't pump yet.
Yeah, no pump yet. Let's see what they do, because if they don't block... I mean, there's a world where we also don't. So we'll just think about it. If they block, we definitely don't. So yeah, just let that happen, because he doesn't have trample, so it doesn't change anything.
Alright.
Great. Free value. So now...
Take it easy.
I think... It sucks that you only have one green source, so you can really only play one card. I think it makes sense.
Earth Rumbler?
I think Earth Rumbler makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that can block Tyrion. That seems like a good enough reason. How many dudes do you have in the yard?
Oh, we got a couple.
2. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Literally a couple.
Yeah. I think it's... You probably only ever use something from the yard once or twice when you play this guy, so that's all you ever need, but having the threat of it is huge. I really think they should have killed us by now. We have been...
Yeah, I'm amazed we're alive, to be honest.
We have been squeaking by.
Alright, when should I crew this?
We're only after the attack. There's no need to do it any earlier. Interesting. It doesn't give a trample. Okay. So if this is what they do, you can just put Transit Mage in front of it. Whatever. Okay, great sign, great sign. Okay, and now they're out of cards. Great. I love this. That was the guy, by the way, I was thinking taps for any color. I would have loved to have gotten one of those. Oh, interesting. Okay. Are you going to attack with Mammoth? That will block with Earth Rumbler. Alright, so click pass.
Don't need to...
Yeah, not yet. But don't click it again at this point. Alright, so now you can animate Earth Rumbler. You don't have to click resolve for this. It doesn't matter. And I think you just do it with the crew. I mean, you're gonna have guys like you're not blocking with anyway, so
Like Godlight and what? Doctor?
Yeah, or even just Hazard, just outright. You're not blocking with him. So you're gonna put Earth Rumbler on Mammoth, and you're just gonna throw Transit Mage in front of the World Tyrant.
Yes.
And there's no way for it to give trample, so attacking with
And now
Mammoth.
resolve?
Yeah. Now you're good. You can go to You can click it again to pass because we've activated our vehicle. We're good.
All right, now this here and then
Yeah.
this.
Jump block and yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this mammoth. So yeah, you're good. They might be dead on their turn. Or on our turn.
How so?
We've got 2 big tramplers and a flyer. 2 flyers.
Oh, that's right. This has trample.
And vigilant. So yeah, so here, quick pass again to let their mammoth die. They've got a total of 8 toughness. We can attack with a total of 14 trample plus 3 in the air. So that means they would take shit, I hate math. That's not true. I love math. Hold on. 14 trample. If they block with 8, that's 6 damage. So they would be at 1. So not quite. Oh, wait. Rover blades.
This guy also has.
We can't
What if we just equip this? Can we? Oh, we can't equip this.
So
guy,
I was
can we?
thinking, in this scenario, we are pumping up Hazard of... Oh, wait. That we pump up Hazard of the Dunes to a 7/7 is... Because to make it a 7/7 as well. So that was kind of part of the math. Basically, we can give 3 counters to either Hazard or to Strategist. So I think first we should animate Earth Rumbler and go to combat. You can exile a guy from the yard this time. Or actually, wait, before we go to combat, is there any world where we put Rover Blades on Earth Rumbler? It would be... That would actually be really good, because then they can't block...
I don't think we can afford that, though.
We can, we have 7 with the Optimizer.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
they
we
can't...
have 6 here.
Then they can't kill
I
it
keep
with
thinking
Death
that number is how
Dispatch.
many lands I have in total. All right.
I think actually that might be best, because then none of their Death Touch guys will kill Earth Rumbler.
So do Rover Blades?
Yeah. It's a little awkward, but I think this... They have to put at least 3 guys in front to not take lethal damage. Never mind. And then...
All right.
Yeah, okay. The awkward part was going to be that the rollerblades are going to fall off Earth Rumbler at the end of your turn when it stops being a creature, because that's how Equip works.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit of a waste. I don't know, that was a tricky one, but it worked out. And I don't think we had any right winning that for a hot
Yeah,
minute there,
I
so-
thought we were dead for
Holy
sure.
shit.
I thought we were so fucking dead.
Yeah. Alright, couple left. At most, there's 2 more games left in this draft. And you're already... 5-3 is, I think, just straight up, if not break even, it's a profit in terms of the... I mean, you got a free entry, so it's profit anyway.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
My dream is to be able to afford to go into normal draft.
Let's not get carried away. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, you're probably just gonna have to polish out some daily quests. Get the gold part of that to get that train rolling.
Nightmare Jesus.
Oh my god, I'm kind of surprised that
It's a wild
one's
name.
allowed? Eh. Oh well. They're not that strict or anything. Oh, I accidentally missed the screen.
This seems good.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm amazed at how much we've actually drawn this.
Right? And it's never once been relevant. I mean, that one game, it could have been relevant, but we were already destroying them.
Yeah. Well, might as well play it first.
Yeah, put the fear in them.
Oh, I'm speeding up. Oh, I love these lands.
Oh yeah, those are neat.
What did you
Man, that thing's great. Just a little guy, but he makes an elephant later. It's like, you know, the camera launcher your girlfriend tells you not to worry about.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah,
I
I think I want the Loxodon.
Yeah, I think that's good. There's no world where you're like gonna attack or block with Guardian, so it almost doesn't matter. So you might as well just put out the guy who's bigger on his own. Next turn, you can start threatening to activate the Guardian.
Oh yeah.
So I think you should consider.
I think attacking with him and then exhausting.
I think you should not attack, but exhaust on their turn. Because imagine you attack, and if they block with the 3-1 and the 2-3, you're forced to exhaust, and you kill them both, and that's fine, but you lose your guy. Versus, if you have a 5-5 on defense, none of these guys can get through. It's kind of a stone wall, which will give you the time to draw islands.
Okay, so you say don't attack?
I think just pass the turn, and then exhaust on their turn. Actually, wait.
Oh.
I'm sorry. No, it's fine. We should have exhausted on our turn because there are spells that can shrink the guy, but I don't think it would. I don't think that's gonna come.
Whereas he also has green. Oh,
okay.
Another effect you control enters each.
That's a good card.
Ooh, yeah.
It's very good at building up speed. It's like maybe the best card in the set at building up speed, at least for commons. Because of that. That's
Ooh.
okay. Alright, so pass. Actually, you can exhaust now. Don't click my turn. Thank you. Whew. Yeah, you're good. But yeah, having just the 5-5 out, this is a good defensive wall for a hot minute for you.
Okay. Really hope to draw land,
Yeah.
like an island. Alright.
But that's fine, you can still play camera launcher. Because I was thinking too, then, yeah, if you'd drawn an island, you could have played your 2-drop and camera launcher this turn, which would have been nice, but whatever. As it is, probably just pass back. Your attacks aren't great. Which sucks, because they have Pact Altair, which is going to keep getting you probably, but...
I was thinking maybe attack and get rid of some of these creatures it's got on the field.
The best you could do is get rid of, like, just Pact Altair, which is fine, but then you don't have much that's blocking the rest of their team. Like, I think you kind of, like, building up...
Well, Loxodon could block the Mutant Surveyor and Stampeding Scurryfoot, and Wretched Doll could be blocked by either of them. And...
But you can't... so Scurryfoot can make a 3-3, and Surveyor can pump itself, right? If you scroll over it? Oh, we didn't play anything. That's huge. Yeah, so, like, you can't profitably block anything unless you keep Guardian. And that's why... So we're shutting them down from attacking.
To do this.
Yeah, which is fine. It's good for them, but they also didn't... Oh, shit. That's great. Okay.
Okay.
You should probably...
Maybe plow the Pact Altair.
Yeah, I think have Guardian fight Pact Altair. They're almost certainly... I'm trying to think if there's a way for us to be safer about this. I don't think there is. You could... Yeah. And then I think you can plan to exhaust Camera Launcher on their turn. There are certain combat tricks that make this go so bad for us, but I don't think we really have the... we can't afford to play around those right now. Okay, thank goodness.
I think they're saving up to do this maybe.
Yeah, but there's, like, for instance, a 2-mana black combat trick that gives something Death Touch and Indestructible. And, like, if he'd done that, it would have been, like, over for us. But it's much more likely that he was just planning to do this. So yeah, that's fine. And yeah, you still have a good blocker. Yeah, you don't have to do that now. I mean, you can, I guess.
No, I'm waiting until the end of their turn, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Also, getting Pact Altair out of there is huge for the purposes of preventing them from gaining more speed, which we don't know how much that's going to help.
Oh, shit!
Dang. How many guys did they have in their yard?
They have one, I think.
Just the one? Okay. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Wait, exhaust camera launcher, yeah. We can start pinging him with the Thopter and gaining speed. I don't think we're blocking anything with Thopter, so... Alright. So... okay, wait. If you played Transit Mage, you don't have enough to play another thing this turn?
No.
That being said, it still might be right, because next turn you can play Earth Rumbler and Skystreak Engineer, even if you don't draw any lands. So I think that's the tiebreaker. If you had a second island that could potentially exhaust Engineer in the same turn, I think that'd be a different story. And you gotta take Rumbler here because you don't have the second island too. Alright, so now I think you just swing with your Thopter to get a speed, and you're gonna have to take some punishment from Earth Rumbler, but... You know, sometimes you're the Rumbler and sometimes you're the Rumbly. And that's nice to have. I mean,
What about possibly blocking with the green belt and the Loxodon against the Earth Rumbler?
I don't think that's crazy, but it's so bad if they do a combat trick and kill both our guys and keep Rumbler. If they were going up to max speed, I'd consider it. Maybe we block with Surveyor and Camera Launcher. That still makes them do 1 damage, but if they are gonna say, I think that's better because then we keep our 5/5.
Okay.
Oh,
and
actually, even better, block with everybody except Guardian. You can only kill 2 of them, and nothing gets through. But yeah, that 5/5 is basically our whole game plan in terms of surviving right now, so it's just it sucks so much to lose it. I think this is good. If he really fucks us over, that's unfortunate, but... Ooh, nice. But if we get to trade Earth Rumbler for just 2 3-drops... Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay, cool. Didn't even get any speed off of that. Alright.
Okay.
You know what that doesn't attack past? Our own Earth Rumbler. Now they're the Rumbly. That's fine. That's a good card, but... They are getting close to going wide on us here, but luckily we're about to play 2 dudes. Oh, actually play that one instead of Engineer. Because then we can play Engineer and Exhaust Engineer on the same turn next turn.
So play Engineer?
Play Rumbler and Optimizer.
This doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter the order.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure, guys. Like, do I have enough lands?
Yeah. And then, do we attack with Thopter? Let's see. We have guys in the yard to activate Earth Rumbler. That's 4 blockers. And we can do some pretty good blocks. They would lose a lot, so I think it's worth attacking with the Thopter to get 1 more speed. Because it'd be really nice if we could catch that elephant in for a draw later from your graveyard.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. And I don't remember if you have any other max speed stuff, but like, it's always scary.
I think we have another one of those elephants.
Maybe. I feel like there's something else. I don't remember. We have your land to give everything haste. That's not nothing.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a pretty big deal. Imagine Earth Rumbling at haste. Alright, so pass. I don't know if they attack here. I think it's certainly defensible. Kind of surprised they didn't activate their Wretched Doll and upkeep to Surveil. Alright,
Suspicious.
I think it's worth trying to block with Earth Rumbler for that. They might have...
Do I do it now?
Yeah, and I think you can do it from the... Actually, I guess you might as well do it with Crew 3, since you don't need anybody else for blocks. Just tap your 2 small boys or something. They might be trying to kill Earth Rumbler, but if they have a really good kill card in hand, that's going to get us somehow eventually anyway. It's weird that they only attack with just this guy. Hey, it's that thing I was talking about. Oh, that's fine. I mean... It's obviously not ideal, but also, like, that was going to get us eventually somehow anyway. What can you do? And then now we can play Engineer. I mean, you can play the land too, but mostly play Engineer. You can exhaust it on their turn. There's no rush. You can get to max speed too. Swing in with Doctor. Yeah, nice.
Well, I'm feeling pretty nervous again.
I don't know. I think we're in great shape.
Oh.
Yeah, so don't do that yet, because we would rather exhaust Engineer instead. Makes sense.
Okay.
They're also playing a little bit timid, which gives us some time. If they hit like a great removal spell, that would suck, but they don't seem to have it yet, at least.
Just take it.
I think that's defensible. They're not getting a max off of this. Well, what would be the best block? We could put Guardian and Engineer in front, and with an Exhaust Engineer, and then he could theoretically only kill 1.
But if you have another of that copy of that card,
that would
somehow,
suck, and I'd rather keep Engineer. It's going to be a 3-power flyer soon. We get 2 draws next turn with Surveyor. We might just find another guy to throw in front of him. So yeah, I think just let this through. I'm surprised they're not swinging out. Well, or at least not swinging wider, I guess. I don't know. Oh, alright, cool. So, it's a 4-4.
Okay.
I love that art. Little fucking crocodile car with
Yeah,
the
it's very
arms
good.
for wheels. Oh, right, they mill first. So it gets 3. That's cool. Alright, so activate your engineer before your turn. Yeah. Can you imagine if we had the refueler out, we would have already drawn 2 extra cards?
Oh my god.
That'd be nice. Okay, that guy's good. I think you should draw the card first.
Alright, I like what you're thinking.
Yeah, because you might draw like a 5-drop or something. Ooh. Okay.
This could work.
I think so. Just play out. Well, I guess we can go to combat first. Do we want? I think this time you should attack with. You should leave Thopter back as a potential jump block.
So don't put anything out yet?
Yeah, you might as well go through combat. I think you should just attack with your 3/5 flyer. And we're gonna put the blades out. We can give double strike to this next turn, and we're gonna put a pretty quick clock on him. Yep. Alright, now just play out both your guys. If we draw like all lands next turn too, we might want to sacrifice our wild roads to just make a random 1/1 token for jump block purposes too. Our green land.
I want to do what to make a token?
The green land that's not a forest that we have.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we can do that as a sorcery and just turn it into a 1/1 token, which is a adequate jump blocker. Like we might, if we don't find anything better to do, that is adequate. You know. All right. I think now it might be worth trying to trade Greenbelt Guardian with one of those guys, and maybe just chumping the other one with like, I guess, Transit Mage, which is slightly worse than Thopter for us. Do we want to block with more? I don't think so. Yeah, this isn't great, but it keeps them off max, which is like, I don't know.
This is rough.
I mean, I think we're winning. It's
You
just,
do? All right.
yeah, I think we're. I don't. If I knew it was in their hand, like maybe they have got a really good card and we're not winning. But
Yeah, I feel like I'm on the back step at the moment.
well, we're gonna have a double striking 3/3 flyer pretty soon. Okay, that's unfortunate, but whatever.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let me put it this way: if we double strike Sky, so yeah, here, let's go to our turn, I guess, and see what we draw. We have them. Okay, we have them dead in 2 turns potentially. So hold on. If we double strike the 3/3 flyer, that's 6 damage. If we also attack with the other 2 guys, that's 8 damage, which means we can kill them next turn. But how are we not dying on their
Yeah, how do we
next
not die
turn?
if we do that, though?
I mean, we don't have to make many blocks. If Earth Rumbler gets in for... We just assume Earth Rumbler gets in for all 7. What's our life total? We'd be at 6. So we have to block the 5/5, and then we can let 3 guys through, two power guys and 1 power guy. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. So that is awkward. We can't really get to that. So I think there's no world where we're winning where we don't attack with the engineer, though, is the tricky part. I think let this tick down a little bit. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, we can make the token. All right, I think. Okay, I think if you swing double strike with the flyer, so double strike up the flyer. I don't know if this wins, but I think this is the only shot we have, is we need to do this attack this turn to put them in a position to maybe get them next turn. And swing with just that guy. Yep. And then I think we get rid of our land to make a guy. And does that kill us? It might. I don't know. I think this is the best shot we have. Oh, they have to tap a guy down. Oh no, they don't. They can. Well, we'll see. What? Oh, you have to hold on. You're still in combat. Click next.
Oh, oop.
You only did half your damage.
Yep.
There you
My
go.
bad. My bad.
All right, now make that. This isn't great, and it might
Why is
just be
this and not the Jaguar?
mostly because we couldn't play the Jaguar and equip the shoes on the same turn without
shit,
tapping
you're right,
down Optimizer, so it like doesn't actually put us up a blocker. This might put us dead on board. I don't know. But I think this like we're definitely dead if we just play Jaguar, and I think if we aren't attacking this turn, their next attack is so good. They're gonna do it no matter what, and like I don't see how we can survive 2 of their turns in any scenario. Okay. So we have to sacrifice a guy. Interesting. Pretty sure this just outright kills us, but
Sacrifice the pot.
technically we should sacrifice the tapped guy, but I think we're dead no matter what. So let's sacrifice the pilot and they might mess up. Maybe. I think that's our only out. Also, if we keep the Jaguar in hand, we can surprise haste it. And there's some world where that is enough to get, over the finish line. Okay. If they do a cautious attack, there's a chance we... Nope. Alright, they got us.
Alright, I don't know.
You can block, you can not block, it doesn't matter. That's got trample, so...
True. This doesn't...
Yeah, you can block there. There's no way for us to do it. I don't think...
I can't see! I get this off my screen!
Oh, wait, yeah. They had just like one too many guys. There you go.
It's the best I think I can do in terms of blocks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, huh. We actually, if they didn't have that removal spell, we would have lived, so I feel better about my play. Oh, right, that guy. Well, maybe we wouldn't have lived. But yeah, they got us. Oh no, we could have blocked that guy. Yeah, no, we would have lived. Wow. We would have lived at, 2. Oh shit, wait. Could we have crewed Rover Blades with the pilot before the pilot died? Ah, that might have been I mean, Rover Blades would have died, so I don't think we would have won that game anyway, but we might have lived a turn. That was neat. That was a good draft.
Let's get my rewards.
Hell yeah.
Oh, another pack. Alright, what do they want me to do now?
I think it says it brought... Do you want to try making how many wildcards you get if you pan over that little Planeswalker symbol? That's enough to make the Vryn deck if you want. We could try jamming a couple Brawl games. I mean, I know it's after 10, but we could at least do 1.
I mean, sure, if you want. I mean, if you think we got enough to make a good deck.
We have enough to make the Vryn deck. I don't know if the Vryn deck is good, but I mean...
What deck?
That rat deck.
Oh, Vren.
Vryn, sorry, yeah.
I was like, who's Rin?
Sorry, yeah, so the V.
Yeah.
Hard to pronounce. But,
Well, I mean, yeah, apparently I need to do 5 Brawl games. So
yeah, let's
sure.
let's give it a shot at 1. I have, if you scroll up in our DMs, here, I'll just post it again, I guess.
That would help.
It's farther up than I realized. Here we go. So I think if you go to this page, there is somewhere on here, there should be a button for like importing. Oh.
Export? MTGRE
Export
format?
Yep, and that, or no, you can export, I mean, that might, yeah, that should work then. Oh, and then you can copy to clipboard. Okay, that's what I was looking for. And then...
Okay. And now,
that little button at the bottom next to collection with the arrow to the deck box. Yeah, just click that and it should be good. Click OK.
That was fast.
I think you go to My Decks, probably? And then scroll down? There it is. So that's how many mythic or wild cards you need, which is not that many in the grand scheme. At least not of the rares, which is the important ones.
Yeah, I think I have all that.
Yeah, I'd say go. If you want the rat deck, I say this is a great use of the wild cards. There you go, you're good. You got them all now.
I just need to get the alternate art for them.
I think if you, here, go in the search bar at the top and type out Vren. I figured out how to do this the other day. So yeah, and then I guess click enter or whatever. Okay, now go to the little filter button to the right, and do the not collected. Check that on, and then okay, and then those two little arrows in different directions that appeared on Vren. Click on that. And then you got to move your cursor out of the way. Click on it once, and then there.
Oh, yeah, that's
But so it costs 3,000 gold or 600, or sometimes it'll show up in the shop, but you know, not super often.
I wish I could have this as my avatar. This is my favorite card.
Oh, that would be cool. But yeah, so that's how you find that normally. I mean, you could just grind out some random daily quests over time and spend it on that if you want. There's nothing. I think that's a very
I can afford it now, but I want to get more. I want to be able to do more drafts in the future.
Yeah, I would give it some time. And then we can find the brawl queue. Oh, right, this thing. You did one. Nice.
All right, let's try brawl.
I think if you go to play and then events. Oh wait, no, I think actually find match, and then at the
brawl.
There it is. Yeah. It took me a while to find this on my own, and then just scroll down. You can also wait, what?
What?
Oh, wait, scroll. Scroll down? Is it listed in here? Oh yeah, it's right there.
Invalid card 0.
Oh wait, go to. Do you need to go to standard brawl? Oh, it's just okay. I see.
I don't. What does this even mean?
Standard brawl just means it's only cards from the last like 3 years or whatever. So I just say cancel. We'll just play the standard brawl queue instead of the all cards forever brawl queue.
I imagine that's gonna be a nightmare for a new player like me.
It won't. I'm sure it won't be that different. So yeah, just go with that. You can also rename the deck if you click on imported deck, by the way. Maybe not on this screen, but on the deck
I'll just
screen.
leave it as that for now.
Just for future reference. So you can remember what the heck it is. Okay, that makes sense why there's fewer rares, I guess, if this is the standard deck. But I think this is still like this. It's still the format, right? It's just like.
Oh shit! It's this little guy.
Oh no, they've been playing for a long time. Maybe. All right. Well, now I feel like we're more in your wheelhouse, so I think this looks cool.
Shit! Sheoldred's in here. Okay.
Yeah. I do think
we don't have any low-cost creatures, though, which worries me a little bit.
You might get a free mulligan in this.
Oh, I guess we have a commander. We can summon him out. He's cheap.
Oh yeah. How much does he? 4 mana?
Actually, he's 4.
I mean, how many good aggressive creatures are going to be in the standard version? I mean, what if they play their commander on 3 and you can just murder or go for the throat it? That seems like a good use of those turns.
So you think this is worth keeping?
I think so. I guess their guy's 4. I mean, I have no idea. I think that it could be bad. It depends on the format, but like, why not just go for it? Interesting.
Okay, so he's getting lots of land and shit.
Yeah, I mean, that seems rad, but...
Alrighty.
What does Sheoldred do? I don't even remember.
She does a lot of fucked up shit. She does a lot
sacrifices. Ooh, that's a way to get rid of their dude. And then you exit.
Alright, go for the throat now.
Yeah, no, actually, I think that's. I mean, that's a mana guy. It's not.
You think so?
I mean, why not?
I mean, yeah, true.
Well, you know, like.
Get some value out of this instead of.
And now when Sheoldred comes out, it might kill someone of. Ooh.
Oh, okay, no, that's actually pretty sick.
But when Sheoldred comes out, it might make them sacrifice a good guy now. I like that. I think you should just make everyone discard, and you probably get rid of Vraska, I guess? I forget what Vraska does.
I'll have this fight finished
before
brunch.
Completed.
That means...
We pay with life.
Yeah, if you pay with life, she comes in with less loyalty. If you pay with all mana, she comes in with more loyalty.
Okay, you think we should get rid of her?
I think you just get rid of whichever of those 5-drops you think is worse, and I think it's Vraska.
Don't overthink things.
I mean, hard to say. Sheoldred has recurring value, which is really the thing that's winning it out for me. But I don't think it's obvious.
Anything that's gonna make them have to constantly sacrifice creatures is super good for me.
Yeah.
Friend gets stronger.
What do they get rid of?
Make me strong whenever they lose a creature.
Oh, nice. What do they put in their yard over there? Oh, that thing. See, if you had a little guy, they would have killed it. Ooh.
Oh, the Valley Rock Collar.
So if you play Vren and make them sacrifice their guy, well, does their guy do anything when it dies? Real quick.
When the creature dies,
Oh wait, but you're Vren exiles instead? Yeah, fuck them up.
Yeah. That's Friends so sick. Like, oh, you like getting cards out of the graveyard? No more, buddy.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. They played a card that mills them. This is gonna be great. You point at them. This also means
One of your friends has to leave.
you don't have to discard any of these cards because I think they're good.
And the rats begin.
Also, that's such a good voice line. I've never heard this one before. Still have those muted. Bartholomew the President?
I've never seen this.
That's awesome. It's an uncommon? It's the President?
Oh, but he has to sacrifice a creature to do it. Lovely.
Alright. That's cool.
What is Convoke? Let's see.
Convoke means you can tap creatures instead.
Oh, okay.
So if you had like 4 rats, you could pay no mana, which is great. But that seems rad. I think you should consider discarding before anything else, so that they have to choose their discard before they know any more information. And I think you probably want to discard one of your removal spells, maybe Murder?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking Murder.
I mean, they got a bunch of little dorky guys that you don't even really want to kill.
Drop it.
Oh, I'm liking this deck already.
Yeah, this seems sweet. Oh, what is that guy?
I've always been a fan. I always really liked Relentless Rats, that card where, you know, you can have, like, infinite amount of them. And then the fact that they made a legendary rat that is the leader of the Relentless Rats.
I never caught that before. The Relentless.
If you look on his other art, you can see the Relentless Rats in the background.
Really good. You can make a Brawl deck that's like 50 Relentless Rats and 10 Swamps too. Well, you need a commander, I guess. I think you should play that guy.
Yeah.
What is Vren? Can I read Vren again? I do not remember.
He has Ward 2. If a creature an opponent controls will die, it's exiled instead. At the beginning of the end step, he gets rats for every exiled creature.
So if you can attack with both your guys, right? Like, they can't kill Vren, and if they trade with your token, they just get more dudes exiled.
Yep.
And Valley Rock Collar makes them lose life? Or is that only when it attacks? Okay. That's still cool. Yeah, that seems like a bad choice on their part, but they didn't even sit to get a counter. They could have just.
These grow stronger for all the other rats I have.
And now you still have Pile On up. You can cast it because you have two black creatures you can tap. And it doesn't matter if they don't have haste.
Huge.
Although maybe you would rather kill it on your turn so that Vren activates. Oh, never mind. I guess it activates on their turn as well.
Yeah, it activates during the end step of everyone's turn.
Ooh, what does that do?
Which is why he's so crazy in Commander.
Actually, I think you should just make him sacrifice that to Liliana. That way you don't have to discard anything, and you can still have Pile On up, right? No, not that one. Ah, whatever.
Don't overthink things.
I mean, I think this is still good. I was saying you should make him sacrifice his president. But he's only got 2 cards in hand, so this is... Oh, yes! You killed Liliana on his side. That also seems great.
Alright, now should I just pile on and kill it?
I think so. That seems great. How is he going to come back from this? It's going to take, like, 12. He has 1 card in hand. And if he plays his commander, we get to make down-tick Liliana to make him sacrifice it. I don't know. Oh, maybe keep the island so you can play Shieldred next turn? Oh, yeah, because then you can play land Shieldred, and if you have to tick Liliana up, you don't got to discard shit.
And then just...
I mean, you're the one who's the expert at swinging with rats between the two of us. I think it looks great. Hell yeah. I love pack rat effects. Relentless Rats was like power equal to the rats, right?
Yes.
That's great.
So these tokens basically work like how those rats work, so...
Yeah, more or less. They're more pack rat, but... that's a desperation play. Alright, nice.
Let's go.
Nice. Hell yeah. There you go, you played a brawl
Brian
game.
hasn't let me down yet.
Oh, look, you're making progress towards your quest on this too. Here, you want to do another one before we call it? That was pretty quick.
Yeah, I'd be down to do another one, sure.
I feel like, in typical fashion, this time we'll probably get stomped. So I want to see if that was a representative sample or we just, like, got really lucky. I wonder if regular Brawl has 100 cards. And maybe standard has 60. I can't remember.
I don't know, because I want to say it's similar to Commander, but they want to make it a faster format, so they probably keep it like smaller.
Well, originally,
and then especially because now they're doing that a whole other Commander client they're doing.
When they invented Brawl, only the
Brawl
standard.
is 100. Ray's saying.
Yeah, when they invented Brawl, it was supposed to be only the standard version.
Oh, I love this guy.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. What does the 6-drop do? Mill 3 and then
Shoreline Looter is also really good.
Ooh, yeah. I like all of these.
Yeah, this seems good.
Oh, and you got a tap land you can play first. Nice. Oh, and there's a free mulligan. Cool, but I think you're good. When they invented Brawl, only the standard version existed. I think they opened it up to the 100-card version later. I would play that guy, right?
Since someone always comes in tap.
But I do remember the other day I played a 100-card Brawl version where, you know, Lelia, the Blade Reforged.
Oh my God, what's happening? This is so fast.
Oh shit! Did they go first this game and I just didn't remember? Oh, whatever. I guess is Rock Collar a 2/2?
No, he's.
Oh well, that's
he's
still blocks. Maybe play that guy instead of Looter. Just because you'd have to trade Looter versus that guy can block profitably.
True.
I bet what they're doing is they might have like ways to cheat in really big equipment, and they put it on Ginger Brute, and they can make Ginger Brute unblockable, kind of, with Ginger Brute's activated ability. I love Ginger Brute. That's such a fun card.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
It tells such a story.
Ooh.
I don't remember what this guy does. Ooh, a speed card. So maybe he's just about getting speed. Okay, you should definitely block Brute while you have the opportunity. Wow. I'm surprised they did that.
Scratch.
Ooh, what's that guy's stats? 3.
Oh, he's really good too.
Neat. When you attack with there's some more you may... Oh, neat. Okay. Oh, does the Butcher... What is its stat? Oh, 2/3. That's also good. Yeah. Maybe just do that and start making rats. Because also, their nesting bot, when it dies, they get another 1/1 token, but not if Ren is out.
Butcher, then maybe next turn we Bone Splinter.
Well, I think Butcher makes a lot of sense here. I think you should consider next turn doing Vren and then Bone Splintering after that. Because their nesting bot gets value when it dies, but if you can kill it while Vren's out, it won't, which will mess them up a little bit, I'm sure. I don't know, I think you're in good shape, like, at least at this exact moment.
Solid.
If they had kept Brute last turn, which they could have tapped a mana to make it unblockable, I feel like we'd be in worse shape.
Oh, yes, Thrust out. I will hydrate, thank you. Hope you have a good day. Oh, also, chat, I checked my alert, so hopefully they should be working.
To kill their commander, just so they don't get that ability off of it.
Gnomes!
Okay, that makes more sense. Wait, what? I can block, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
What are they up to?
Maybe they want to get their token now, and they're worried Ren's gonna come out.
Get Ren out, you think?
It seems good to me.
I mean, Ward 2 is also just so good. Like,
yeah.
how are you gonna get rid of him at this point?
And I think if you can get a single rat token next turn, you've already got so many rats out. I wouldn't attack with that guy, right? Their commander will just block. But if you can get a single one of the relentless rat tokens out, that's going to be a big boy.
Oh yeah.
What does that Tinker's Tote do now that it's out? Anything? The artifact they have that's not a creature? Maybe Bone Splinter that guy. But here, do you see the Tinker's Tote thing they have above that guy?
Yeah, they're getting life.
Oh, just gains life. Okay. NBD. Ooh, alright. Interesting.
I think they're just trying to build up speed. Should I just kill a lot of these creatures?
Yeah, I think you should. I think, well, is there a world where you want to put both of those guys in front of the core and make it so they can't do anything with that on their turn? Because the core, when they have max speed, they can make copies of everything they do, which obviously sucks. I mean, I guess we can Bone Splinter it on our turn. You could block it with Vren, but that also seems bad.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. If you blocked Rock Collar and Butcher on core... No, it doesn't get exiled. They can put it in the command zone. Yeah, so maybe just block the 3 tokens, put Vren on the last one. That seems fine. They're going to get their
I'm getting
speed.
haste is going to suck, but I'm going to be getting 3 rats out of this. So.
And you also get to kill their guy starting... You can Bone Splinters that away. Do you get rats for the tokens?
They're exiled.
Oh shit, then yeah, we definitely should have done it this way. I didn't know that was how that worked. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you do.
I always forget how fucking tokens work. What is that crap?
Yeah, the revelation of that working on tokens, I was like, oh
Yes.
baby, Ren is so good.
Alright. Well, I think you could Bone Splinters to get rid of Elite. I think
this little, maybe this tiny rat.
Yeah, trade him out for. I think it makes sense. I think you should kill their commander. You have Giant and swing with the big guys, and that means their commander's less likely to go nutso on their turn.
Oh, okay, here we go. So I was like, did I do this wrong?
Nah, you pick one after the other. But yeah, looks good. Looks good. Maybe you swing with everything here. I mean. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's not a big deal.
Now I can feed the cycle.
Can you do that if you... Oh, because you can sacrifice a token. That's right. Yeah, I said go for it. Or no, actually, I'm sorry. Just pay the black. You still think it's nice?
Unfortunately, he doesn't get exiled. I don't think.
I mean,
oh,
it goes to exile, and then goes to command. So I guess it doesn't count. Yeah, but
wait, how can I play? Oh,
you got 2 treasures. I think you should. It makes all your tokens bigger, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe save the tokens because we could Wix Patrol next turn thanks to them. Yeah.
Okay, so done token?
I think it's fine either way, but in the off chance they untap and clear the board, I guess you rather would not play a guy right now. You're still fine either way. And maybe you don't swing with the Butcher and the Rot Collar. You could swing with Ren, right?
Yeah, but I mean, is there any point?
Yeah, I guess not. If you're not swinging with the other guys, you might as well not. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Oh, right. The Ren triggers end of turn, so it still might give us a token for the commander.
Yeah, we'll see. I want to say commanders you don't, but I can't remember.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know. We'll find out. That seems like a good time. Yeah, just go there.
No, I guess I do.
Hey, it does work. Wow, incredible. That's fucked up. I love Ren. I'm on Team Rats now.
Yeah, isn't he great?
Maybe I
like he gets all that, and he has Ward 2 as well. Like
yeah, that's fucked up. I love it. Can they even live through next turn? Just off Rot Collar alone? It's already doing 7? Damn, that's great. I don't think we're gonna make it back to our turn. I think their head's gonna explode. That's my bold prediction. Or they're gonna time out, and then technically we go to our turn because they're, you know, inting or whatever. They're running it down mid, as it were. It's starting to seem more likely. I'm not hovering over anything. I think they Alt F4'd the application. But this time, we killed them fast enough. They only have 1 spare timeout, so that saves us like 15 seconds of our lives.
Oh, huge. Amazing.
All right, well, I guess this is the outro of your stream. As we...
Well, thank you for joining me, Connor. Thank you for helping me build this lovely rat deck.
Yeah,
this
this is
very
great.
good.
I love this. I might just build this myself. I don't know how many wild cards it would take me. I don't know, next time I have like a daily quest to play black cards or whatever, I'm gonna know my go-to. But yeah, no, this has been a lot of fun. I guess.
I really appreciate it. It helped me out a lot. I've got some funds now. I can actually play whatever mode I want now, it seems.
Yeah, and if you just do some, like, just do the quests occasionally, and it's not that hard to be free to play. I mean, I don't know. Rat Out. That's a great title. You can just go to attacks, it's gonna make them time out again, and then you're gonna swing, and then they're gonna time out again on no blocks, and then they'll explode before damage, I think is how this... Oh no, if they time out once in the turn,
And they also take a damage from the rock ledgers from the
Yes.
amount of rats I have.
That's right. So they'll time out on this trigger, and then it will just move through the rest of the turn, I think, and they'll die from damage. But yeah, no, it's been a blast. Definitely willing to do it again in the future. I think we talked about.
And next week you're not available, right?
Yeah, next week I'll be in a different state with, I guess, technically access to the internet, but I don't think you want me yelling into my phone for this. Nor would my family appreciate me doing that instead of hanging out with them. And then the week after that, Puffin's also back, so we're back to, I don't know if it's
back to Donkey Kong Kingdom.
Donkey Kong Country, or if we decide to do something else, although I'm totally down for Donkey Kong. So yeah, but in the future, just let me know. I don't know if there's like new sets come out or if there's any other reason. Anything
oh yeah, I'd love to do this again sometime, especially once the Final Fantasy set comes out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna watch. My favorite Final Fantasy character is a rat, so they're gonna fit in perfect with my decks.
Hopefully they make a card for it then.
God, I mean, she's a major character in one of the numbered titles, so God, I hope so.
Alright. Seems likely. I mean, I would bet they'll make another Final Fantasy set in the future, unless I don't think this thing is going to sell poorly. And I say that as someone who is not interested in it particularly, so... But yeah, cool. Keys to the house, finally. You won a house. This is so profitable, this program. Alright,
Play
cool.
5 brawl games. Alright, well, yeah.
Oh, I guess. Oh, so standard brawl doesn't count. You're gonna have to make a regular one. Well, maybe there's a rat regular one. That same website from the other list, you can just search on there, I'm sure, and find normal ones. But yeah.
With this standard one, I'll be able to get some resources.
Exactly. All right, well, cool.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, likewise. All right, cool. Take care, and I guess I'll see you for whatever the next thing is when I get back. I could probably Donkey Kong Country or something. No, I guess maybe Dungeons and Dragons before then. But yeah, cool. All right, see ya.
See ya. All right, chat. That's where I'm going to wrap it up for today. I hope everyone had a great time. I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll be back tomorrow, and let's send you lovely people on over to someone else. Who all streaming right now? Oh, Bone Man's streaming, and Bone Man's doing some Fall Guys. That seems like some fun. We haven't rated Bone Man in a bit. So I'm going to go give Bone Man some love, and why don't you guys give Bone Man some love as well, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more of the Wheel of Steam Next Fest demos. See ya!